Right, there we go. Okay, we are live. Hello, kings, queens, and all in between. How are you all doing today? You know, all none of you who here at the start of the streams, but you know, you might be watching in the VOD. So I still greet you. Yeah, I'm always this awkward at the start. Anyway, today we are playing My Little Pony: A Maritime Bay Adventure, which was donated to me, and with more of the story, I also have a special guest, Ghost Mike, who was the one who donated. So if you'd like to say hello.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Indeed.
Hey to Dodge's fans. Be very good friend of him. We're also very big fans of MLP, hence the game. And yeah, I'm just honestly really happy to just watch as you play through the game and talk about it and all things MLP, because I've got lots of tidbits that I think are very fun and interesting. It'll make for a nice, great, relaxing time. Don't you think so, my friend?
Well, relaxation is it's. I have fond memories. Sorry, yes, no. It's to be fair, considering that the last games I've been playing are things like Resident Evil 4 and Scrap Mechanic, where things can get very frustrating as I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's going to be nice to play something nice and simple and relaxing, intended for kids and everything. But right. Okay, and yeah, hello Hawthorne, and Hawthorne's coming with a random rat of the day. We've got Yay Ratty. How appropriate, considering the trouble we just had getting this voice call working. Yeah, I think Yay Ratty seems quite appropriate. Right, I'm going to go through the. I have to wonder. Okay, first off, yeah. I'm liking the narration through the menus, but yeah, is it supposed to be this dark? I don't think I'm actually supposed to be seeing it this dark. I've just have to
it's not that dark, Dodge. I'm seeing it. I have the Twitch chat open at the same time, and it's displaying the proper colors there.
Right. Okay, it's my TV then. Give me a second. I just need to.
2 hours later.
Controls.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Obviously, I can. You don't have to look at the Twitch chat. Like, I can just tell you what people are saying.
That works too. Right. Okay. Well, I guess that's the whole. That's all. That's all there is in the settings. I'm used to more settings than that, if I'm honest.
Well, I mean, this game is designed for 5-year-olds.
Yes. Well, I'm 5 at heart, so. I'm young at heart.
We starting up?
We are starting up. Yeah, let's.
House, the great symbol of magic and friendship in the land of Equestria.
I may need to.
And as long as harmony lasts among unicorns, pegasi, and earth ponies, its light will brighten the skies of Maretime Bay.
I'm not going to click off that just yet.
But there is one young pony who will always be ready to help us all.
I'm awake.
Yeah, no, that's very red.
Hold on. Where is every pony? At Main Street for Maritime Bay Day, and Hitch is waiting for me. But something's off. My bag. Where did I leave it this time?
Yeah, you'd better get that, Sonny, because your character model. We're so used to you wearing that bag, you look kind of naked without it.
Hey, Rocco, how you doing? Yeah, I need to check these settings just a little, because this is very, very red.
Well, while you're checking that settings, maybe should I share the story of how this game came to be?
Yes, please do share that story. That'll buy some time while I trot in a quick circle and try and
sort this stuff out.
Yeah.
Right. Well, as I'm sure most of you know, the MLP movie, A New Generation, that was released in September 2021, over 2 years ago, dear God. Ugh. It had, Hollywood level voice actors, but then the follow-up material switched voice actors. So, Sprout's new voice actor, Joshua Graham, he decided to give away the game in a stream after he and I think it was Pip's new voice actor played through a bit of it, because Sprout does feature in this game quite a bit. In fact, he's probably in this game more than he is in all the follow-up material. Anyway, so he gave it away a stream, and it was basically comment something you like about MLP Gen 5, and he'll pick it randomly via number. I commented, because I'm the biggest, a pretty big animation nerd, I basically commented how the team at Boulder Media in Ireland, made so much of their small budget to make a film that looked really good. Using matte paintings liberally, how the fact that it's a film allows facial expressions and sad dramatic moments to play so much better, all that sort of thing, but fun to read. Anyway, Joshua really liked it, and somehow I was the one who randomly got picked via number. So I could have asked him to just gift it to me on Switch, which is how I would have played it. But since I knew Dodge to stream, I thought I'd gift it to him, so that way all of our pony friends and other people could do it too. Because by that point, I'd already watched a playthrough of it and knew that since this is a game designed for very young kids, rather infamously, it's a game that can be 100%ed by an adult on a blind playthrough in 90 minutes.
Oh,
and here we are. Eventually, over a year later, because good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, that's all down to it. God, I've just turned the HDR off on my TV to see if that was it, and I am blown out by the brightness of everything now. Oh, this is...
Roku has started the 90-minute timer, 89:55. Also, Hawthorne informs me that it was Anna Sani who played with Joshua, and she is Izzy's voice actor, I believe. Also, she's probably the closest, among the voice cast for G5, she's the closest they have to a Tabitha, insofar as, she's the most likely of the main 5's VAs to voice an incidental role, which Tabitha tended to do a lot in MLP G4, as we all know. I'm sure you remember this, Dodge, but not apart from Rarity and Luna, Tabitha also did Derpy and Granny Smith.
I was vaguely aware of that, yes.
Yeah, but if there's an incidental role, Tabitha is usually the most likely to be the one who ends up voicing for it. Although I'd say Andrea Libman is usually the second most likely. Among the main 6's VAs, I mean. Tara Strachan tended to do very little because, she's based in LA, expensive.
Yeah.
Kathy Weslock didn't tend to do much beyond Spike in The Mayor, because her voice for adult females tends to be, you can kind of tell it's her a lot of the time. So, yeah.
Right, I have no idea what's going on. It's coming through Twitch. Hang on, so you say that it's coming through on Discord?
On Twitch, it's perfectly fine. It's A-okay, but obviously there's a bit
on
of a
Discord
delay.
it's showing up as the same as it is on my TV. This is how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, just for a bit of context, everyone, because Dodge is trying to stream to me as well as streaming to the world. It sounds like his TV's resolution is what we are personally seeing. Obviously, that's not what you guys are seeing because it's just going from his computer out to the world.
See,
Weird.
That's the thing, though. If it's...
Maybe we should have done a practice private stream to sort of this out first.
Yeah. Sorry, Hang on, if I turn off...
One eternity later.
Okay, I'm ready to play. It's looking a little bit... Oh yeah, this is not good for me, but... Anyway, we can't we can't just do the faffing about. We've got to actually play it. Okay, I just skipped the tutorial by doing what it was telling me to do. So...
Again, it is for 5-year-olds. Yeah, the publisher of this game, Outright Games, they're a bit interesting. So, Dodge, you know how in this day and age, kids' games are very much about, you know, games you're playing on your phone and they're greedy with microtransactions and all that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Outright Games are one of the few that are still doing the whole licensed console game. But because of that,
Sorry,
they're actually good because, you know, it's just...
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but with the colour and contrast and everything on my screen, that bunny just looked like a very fluffy skull.
Yeah, no, it looks that way to me too. But what I was saying is Outright Games, you know, they make cheap licensed games that for kids that are very easy to get through, but there's no greedy microtransactions with them, so parents are still happy to buy them. Hey, you know, it beats the latest village building game on your mobile, eh?
Yeah. Yep.
Use my earth magic on that plant. With my earth pony magic, I can make plants and flowers grow. Press
Yay! I can make plants and flowers
on
grow.
them to reach higher spots. With my earth pony magic, I can make
Oh.
plants and
Yeah, I pressed B. Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome!
Because
Ta-da!
Hasbro received so much criticism in G4 that the Earth Pony magic was not something visually toyetic.
Yeah. Earth Pony magic. We're strong. Basically, the Earth Ponies were Packlets. Packlets strong.
I mean,
Packlets smart.
I mean, I'll be honest, I and many others headcanon that crops they grow turn out much better than, you know,
Up and ready to
crops that other
celebrate.
ponies grow.
Makes
And
sense.
it did seem like the show was leaning in that direction, but it was always kind of vague and wishy-washy about it.
Make them grow, then stamp on them. Yep, that is the Earth Pony way.
So, I'm sure you've noticed this, but Sunny's model there does not have her rainbow streaks in her mane, even though this is after the
I
film.
still can't believe we live in this magical
Mm-hmm.
place.
There's a reason for that.
19.
So there's a popular MLP. Well, sorry, actually, it's nothing to do with him. I'll get to him in a moment. But the long and short of it is that, you know, much like the show, the developers of this game were provided with the assets Boulder Media used. Atomic Cartoons, who make the show, they're based in Canada, were not far enough along in production to give
going
them
on here?
the show assets. So this game is sort of in a weird space where it's a sequel to the movie, and there's no
Surely
overlap
it's
with the
you.
show.
Wow.
Okay.
You're really strong for a butterfly. How come you were trapped in there? Sorry, I don't speak butterfly.
Ah, we need Hitch for this. Hey, Ali Manalor, thanks for thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Yeah,
Dodge,
why
no,
is
you
this...
you do not want Hitch for this, because then all that butterfly will be saying is, "Hey, listen, listen."
Control audio. Can play. Can audio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be getting, well, less stutter than this, and that's actually coming through on the stream, so that's something to do with the game, not the TV or the anything like that. That's... Whoa, okay, yeah, this is not supposed to be doing this. Ah!
Sorry, what's happening?
Is it showing up on stream? Because I'm getting some ridiculous stutter here.
On the stream on Twitch, it's playing mostly fine. Like,
Laggy,
sometimes
yeah.
there's the odd bit of buffering, but I think that's just, on my end because I've basically have two streams going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sure
to
you
me,
realize this. There is no double jump function.
I'm sure that'll come later. See, the problem is, normally I would check the video settings, the graphics settings for this. But I have no graphics settings available.
Yeah, of course. Normally the games you're playing have at least a 12 rating.
Well, even then, the games I
Right?
play that are intended for kids, they've got some sort of a graphics setting. Is this...
Well, I suppose part of it is that like most kids are not playing this on their computer. They're playing this like on their Switch or
Yeah,
their
true.
older siblings' PS4 or whatever. And how often do you get graphic settings on those kind of consoles? Hey!
I know. It's this way, right?
It sure is, but the bridge is broken. We could recycle it with our unicorn powers. Unicycling magic. But I don't remember where I left my
Recycling
tools.
a
They should be far.
bridge.
Could you help me find them?
I'm on it.
You won't have to wander far.
Great. 2 more to go.
Okay. Can't jump over that small gap. That is, yeah, that is a good point. And we've got one hell of a jump, and that is a small gap that we've got to get past there.
Well, at least the developers were careful to put in the old hitbox.
That's when. Please tell me there's no fire in this game, because any game with fire in it,
Perfect.
I guarantee you I will jump into it to see if I can catch fire. Right, we're gonna...
Oh, but by fire you mean lava. I thought you meant like, firing a flamethrower.
Fire, lava, anything like that. If it's in a game, I will jump on it to see if it's if it has lava effects.
Sweet.
Hey, elk.
Gee, I don't know if I want to see you try and play through Bowser's Castle now.
Press this button to shake the tree. Don't forget to pick the goodies.
Yeah, this is also very low quality graphically.
What, the stream or just the game in general?
The game itself is going very low quality graphically speaking. Now, okay, question:
sorry.
Sea Pony
You
or
mean it's
just Pony
dipping?
Swim?
Sorry, I thought you meant like the game, like literal, the quality of the actual assets.
No, just that. Oh, okay, I can't. Okay, that particular bit there where it gave the tutorial, the image, the video it showed with it was like an MP4 from, the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Swim with your morning cappuccino.
Thank you, Sunny. You're a bridge saver.
Yeah, well, if I drank coffee,
Anytime you
or
find
swam, I
troubles
would
like these.
combine the two, I'm
Thanks
sure.
for the help. I'm still figuring out this magic.
See, here we are. Everything nice and smooth.
Press this
Hey,
button
she got the
to find
craft.
grass table to unicycle it.
Right, okay, so I can... Yeah, I'm hoping... 'cause the first screen, absolutely fine. The first little map, absolutely fine. This one, laggy as anything. And now back to smooth as you like.
And he has a thing for punctuality.
And now it's laggy.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And yeah, now it's still laggy again. I'm thinking this may be something to do with game optimization, not...
Possibly. Oh, by the way, when I say the game can be, 100% in 90 minutes, like, that's including all these little stars, so, we're not to miss any.
I've been looking all over for you.
You can't miss
You're the
any,
only
like,
one
you can
left.
backtrack.
Left?
Fair
Left
enough.
to do what?
To train your shepherd skills. The new greatest tradition at Maritime Bay Day, the Bunny Herding Classic.
Do I have to? I kind of feel bad for the bunnies.
The bunnies love it. They tell me all the time. See?
Okay then. What do I have to do?
Well, some.
Well,
bunnies
have you
kept
ever
hopping away
played
from Main Street.
football?
3 bunnies are still missing.
Because it's a
Couldn't
lot
have gone
like
far.
that.
I need you to catch them for me, will ya? They'll hop away from you. Chase them all the way
American
back
or
here.
European?
You got it. On my
Australian.
Oh, incidentally, during my supernatural powers, I can translate what that buddy was saying. He was saying, "Get me out of here."
Hey, come on. Come on. Got one. Oh, no.
The bunnies will hop away from you. Chase them and lead them back to me.
Right, that's okay.
Yeah, if you just sort of walk behind them, you can, force them in Hitch's direction.
That's fair enough. So it's just when I came to here and it had the B button there, I was just worried that I actually was just going to buck this one back into the pen. Bunny looks like a huge bow dumpling. It does a bit. Okay, right. I'm gonna check my stream on Twitch to see if this is coming through like that on Twitch or.
What is the fact that is my word that it's not enough for you, mate?
I'm paranoid. I'm very paranoid when it comes to things like
Fair.
this. And also, I want to see, because if it's coming through clear on Twitch, but it's like this on my computer, then that means there is definitely something wrong with...
Your TV.
Yeah, it's coming through fine on Twitch. What the hell? Hang on, is it something that I've... Let me just check the Game Optimizer settings again. No, come on. Game Optimizer settings.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, so this game is it's like it's a follow-up to the movie, and has very little overlap with the show, but obviously it uses the show's replacement voice actors. So for those really into their G5 lore, it's sort of in this weird limbo.
And now it's finding it.
And,
Yeah, it
you
is
know,
something to do with my
obviously-
TV. Because I've just turned the VRR off and on again, and yeah. Also,
Yeah, I saw a change too.
Right. Okay, so it was something on my TV. That shouldn't have had an effect on the stream at all. But...
Oh yeah, we found another bunny.
bunnies!
I seem to recall that those bunnies, that they were all the ones that Hitch did his speech to when he got to Zephyr Heights in the film. They were
so-
voiced by one of the staff at Boulder Media, the producer, I
cool.
think. I'd have to check. Yeah.
So I think,
It's always a great thing in an animated movie when some of the crew get to do incidental animal noises. Gig of a lifetime, you
Bow
know?
bunny.
Hooray!
But yeah, sorry. As I was going to say earlier, when I was distracted by before I was distracted by things not quite going to plan. You say the game can realistically be 100%ed in 1.5 hours. Bear in mind
done,
that
Sonny.
is by
You
a
clearly got
competent
some herding
5-year-old, so it's
They won't
probably
be
going to
ready
take
until
me a
you
couple.
feed them. Find some carrots and come back before they get antsy.
Oh, Dodge. What are we gonna do with you?
I'd have some suggestions, but again, I wouldn't want to say them on a family-friendly stream.
Yeah, that's probably wise. So weird anomaly with this game. Sequel to the movie doesn't. Production was too late to use anything from the show, except for the. They had to make their own backdrop of the Bright House, which the astute will notice doesn't quite match the design of the one in the show.
Welcome to the
But it's
official
using the
boot
show's
camp for the
VAs.
herding competition. The goal is simple. Herd the bunnies into the gates. The more bunnies you herd, the higher the score.
Now I'm interested. You haven't
And
full
watch
set.
out, the
Not like
goalposts
that,
will
Elk. I was
change
making
sides.
self-deprecating humor.
Are you ready to herd some bunnies?
Yes, I'm ready to herd some
Alright,
bunnies.
Bunny time!
Yes, for what it's worth, Elk, given the audience and the content of this one, I am keeping the stream family-friendly. Move around with this command. So I've literally just got to collect bunnies.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, the bulk of this game is kind of like, you know, you're
This one.
transitioning between mini
This-
games
what?
that act
Oh,
as the set
okay.
pieces.
No, this is. Oh, this is. This
Oh,
this is a lot more
you-
difficult. I keep losing them.
You don't have to get them all at once, Dodge. You can, you know, herd in the ones you have and then go back.
I want to get them all at once.
Of course you do.
Okay, so that's a bit that slows you down. I'm gonna be a good
Well,
girl,
it
Pinkie
is
Pie.
mud.
Thank you. Oh. Right, here we go. No, no, no. Stay away from the bunny holes.
Yeah, it's also these mini games that give this game, you know, its multiplayer aspect. You know, if you had two kids or, you know, two brony adults, which absolutely has happened quite a bit, they can, you know, play these with or against each other. You know,
Okay.
depending on if you feel friendly or not from the main menu. Yeah, so we haven't really talked about the story at all, but we've kind of talked over most of the cutscenes. But basically, there's just, you know, general ceremony, celebration-y type stuff in town, and Sunny's late because otherwise you wouldn't have an excuse to go through tutorial stuff on your way to town.
Come on, bunny. Bunny! That's all Thorn says. Bunny, come here, come here. Ah!
Ready, Dodge? Kick the bunny! Don't kick the bunny.
Don't kick the bunny. Kick the bunny.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what that reference is from because not appropriate for this stream.
Whoa! That bunny got some legs.
Watch out for the pumpkins.
No, with the right. You're coming. I can't believe this. I'm going to fail a game intended for 5-year-olds.
I thought you just said a 5-year-old could finish the game quicker than you.
Yeah. That was terrible. Oh, come on. I got 423 and there's a 3. I need 700 for a 3-star. A bit might be in one of those pumpkins.
Yeah, that's a reference to
Have a
one of
look
the
at-
Tell Your Tale shorts.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, not bad, Sonny. Not bad at all. This year might be actually competitive for once.
Great! Main Street, here we go!
Yes! Well, after I move all those boxes
Right.
out.
I need to be better.
Should we help him?
You unlocked Hitch.
I put them here.
I don't-
I'll take them
I
back.
don't
Ah!
I don't believe the score you get in the mini games like affects your completion percentage at the end, or if it
Well, that's
does,
it.
you can replay them because otherwise you'd be locked out of 100%.
Heart of the Maritime Bay, Phillies.
Ahem.
Welcome, every pony.
Ah,
To see a
ah,
fabulous
no, not
spectacle.
you.
Sure.
Yes, we do!
Then you can't miss the Pip Pip Parade.
Hip, hip, hooray!
The whole town. will be there.
Because it's like the thing she does with the fans with the pip pip hooray.
And I wrote this
This
really
is
catchy
funny,
song,
it's
super
funny
fresh.
joke.
And the hook goes, sure, I'll be there. Just a fan.
Perfect.
I don't think she said done the whole Pip Pip Hooray thing once in any of the follow-up media, actually.
And I
Oh,
was here to
okay.
guard a town park's entrance.
So just
Which
the
again
movie.
is just more sign that, you know, the people making this only had the film to go off of, so they stuck close to it.
Fair enough.
Closer than the show writers, but what can
Right.
you do?
Okay. Main Street's funny because it's a horse pun. Right now, okay. And again, I was just talking. I was just talking over the cutscene. Right. Now I need to get that 700 points because
Sign me up.
there could be more stars.
Oh, actually, yeah,
that
that's
unicorn-
probably what the stars is based off of.
One.
Yeah, that unicorn has a horse bracelet. Yes, that was that's Izzy, and Izzy does have a. Okay.
What just happened?
I don't know, but apparently I completed the game in 0 time with a score of 0.
Back at it?
Yeah,
Sign me
yeah.
up.
Oh, there's a thing that allows you to basically quit,
Try that
you know,
again.
quit the mini game as soon as you start.
One.
Speedrunners use it to
Go!
basically, you know, get through it quicker. I think you might have done it by accident.
Okay, so I accidentally discovered a.
Oh well, it's not hard to do. Anyway,
Right, so I need
I suppose-
700 points. A solid run there, yep.
I suppose the best strategy for something like this is, well, I mean, it depends a lot on the buddy's movements, but I usually start with a wider sweeping motion to try and get more on the initial batch. I don't know, try and herd them in like that.
Oh, come.
Yeah.
I
There
have
you go.
no idea how tempted I am to have rabbit stew for dinner tonight.
Well, should we call in Elmer Fudd? Maybe he could help. Actually, no.
See,
I mean, well,
this is where we
like,
need.
don't judge the fact that he never gets Bugs Bunny. I mean, Bugs is a deviously clever bunny. These ones are cute, but they're not very bright.
How do you know? These ones may have a PhD in carrots.
No, they
gotta...
don't.
Wait, did I just get extra points for getting that pumpkin through the
sorry,
thing?
I completely forgot. Yeah, I think if you kick the pumpkin out, you get something. I'm not sure. We weren't really paying attention, were we?
Yeah, don't think it's worth for the extra points, but we'll see. Oh, it's extra time. You get extra time for kicking out the pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, actually, do try and do that so we can get to other rounds.
Rapido, Bunny. Comest hither.
Scorpion 1M comments, poor Hawthorne might get eaten.
Yeah, Scorpion is Pat, by the way, from the
yeah.
from the server. So
Yeah, I know. But for
okay.
those of you who don't know, Hawthorne Bunny's main OC is a bunny.
Come on, I'm close. I'm close. I can do this. I can get to 700 points. There we go. Right. Okay, we got the points. We got the required 700.
Yeah, and because of the target audience, the required isn't the max. You don't have to, platinum medal the bloody thing.
No, but I want to at least get all the points, all the stars.
Oh yeah, but like if you had to platinum
There
medal
we
it,
go.
this probably wouldn't be a 90-minute or would
Oh,
it?
yeah, no. Right. Okay, just checking for a few more.
Yeah, we do seem to be missing about 50. I do recall that you do a decent bit of backtracking through the areas. Well, maybe not so much this one, but you go all over the town. So don't worry about any of the areas in the town being incomplete until you've finished the story, I would say.
Ah, fair enough. But yes, now we're at a point here. If you look at Sunny's bag, because the plush that the Sunny plush that came with Aldi actually has her satchel, but she's got the strap around, and the satchel itself is stitched to her fur near the strap. And I actually maintain that is quite realistic to the media, because if you look at where that satchel is sitting, there is no way that she is wearing it like that without it being pinned to her flesh.
Well, not in the movie. It's definitely sitting on her properly in the movie. But here,
even
they
in the
might have
movie,
just glued the models together. Yes.
Even in the movie, it's still sitting at a point that it wouldn't unless it was pinned to her.
Well, they do their bit of animation sheets, but they're usually pretty good in the movie, like her pulling her journal that wouldn't fit in her satchel out of it as she moves behind something, that sort of thing. Yeah, again, cute ponies and the quote-unquote realism are not really designed for 3D animation.
No.
No, there was
like
a comment, what's his name, Silverquill, in his video on the movie, acknowledged that even with all the CG work, he just thinks ponies, being active and moving, especially in songs, just works a lot better in 2D animation.
Sorry, and in games like this, I also do like seeing the sort of idle animations they've got. It's like in the Spyro Reignited and the original.
Oh.
In fact, in the original Spyros as well. I will spend a good portion of time sitting around to check out the idle animations.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Wow.
that's a pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty good one up until the point where they're using phones because yeah.
Hooves. How do they work?
Mystery for the ages.
Photobomb. In fact, the way he's taking, unless he's taking photos of the scenery, he's flashing that straight in his eyes. Is that horse using a big
Yeah,
foam
if a
hammer?
human did that, they would at the very least recoil.
Yeah, I hadn't actually noticed that this pony is putting that together with a toy foam hammer. He's actually just the one who's doing the busy work, making it look like he's doing something so he doesn't get asked to do anything else. He's just standing there hitting the structure with a foam hammer. Oh, yeah, so very, very busy. No, can't do any of the other tasks. Oh, gotta make sure this is done.
In chapter 2 of Make Your Mark, I think it's the 5th episode, it's all about the community garden. I don't know if you've watched that far.
I
anyway,
have seen that, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's only like the 8th, no, the 6th episode. Anyway, so there's a ribbon cutting at the start, and the ribbon the Hitch uses to cut it is like an oversized kindergartner craft scissors, the kind you could never cut yourself on.
Yeah, I think I noticed that at the time, yeah.
Yeah, and adult ponies are using it to cut a ribbon at a ribbon ceremony.
Now, to be fair, I'm not allowed near sharp objects either, so,
You can usually get a pretty good idea of what someone's childhood was like by asking when were you first allowed to use proper scissors.
To which my response is, well, any day now. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Pots and seeds grow beautiful flowers of
I
all
can't
colors.
remember mine, and when I asked my folks once, they couldn't either.
Yeah, I can imagine asking my dad if when was I allowed to use sharp objects? Just wait, you're using sharp objects?
The best colors in Maretime Bay.
This is bad news.
Oh yeah.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Hey, it's Thunder.
To the Pit Pit Parade. Sir?
Wrong answer.
And I don't want to push the point, but I am kind of God incarnate now, so maybe you could let me
You're listed
through.
as a rookie winged pony and have to begin your training ASAP.
But I barely know how to fly.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Ooh,
guess
I get to
that
fly.
makes sense.
First, you have to test
Ooh,
the skills
cool.
on the ground with an obstacle.
Thunder!
Grab all the crystals in time.
And now I'm
Are you ready to train your skills?
okay. Very much. I'm gonna be vague on this one because it's not in the theme of family friendly. But now I have stuck in my head the NSP song "Thunder and Lightning."
Yeah, Thunder was a decent bit more assertive there than he is in the media, where he's a wimp and Zoom does all the tough stuff.
3,
Well, sorry, in the movie, in the show, they've appeared like for maybe 2 minutes. Come on, use those hind legs. Jump, jump, jump!
Technically, I made that.
Well done, Cadet Starscap. You got some moves.
Where's Thunder's
after all.
boyfriend?
Learn
God.
this.
And yeah, this is not flying. If only Dodge was that agile in real life. Oh, I was.
Wait, sorry, where's Thunder's boyfriend guard, Nutty? Oh, Buddy. Does Zoom appear in this game? I'm trying to remember. I'm 50-50 on that. I haven't watched it in like a year.
I just. I was talking earlier about how this would best be played by a competent 5-year-old. I just pressed the wrong button to try to jump.
Well,
There are two buttons that do anything in this game, and I pressed the wrong one.
Well, I mean, Dodge, is part of that not hindered a little by the on-screen buttons being like, controller buttons, whereas you're using a keyboard?
Yes, that is exactly what it is. It is exactly that, and it's not that I'm actually using a controller plugged into the PC, because that would give me absolutely no excuse.
I literally realized as I said it. Wait, Dodge is a streamer. Of course he's not using the keyboard.
That would give me no excuse for failing to pressing the wrong button to jump, wasn't it?
Moving on.
What an interesting tablecloth I have here.
Obviously, because of the kind of game this game is, there's no currency. So in order to get, at any point when you have to get any object that's at a stand, you gotta find something they want to swap.
Yeah.
You know what it's a bit like? It's a bit like that Trade episode where you can't buy, you could only swap.
Yeah. Whoa, dude, what happened to your face?
It's not enough that we can't have any gambling in
okay.
MLP. We can't have any purchasing with actual money because our target audience are not old enough to use money.
That is Boss Bunny. Go on, herd that one. Kidding me? Try and herd that one, and we'd find ourselves bounced into the middle of next week. Oh, and here's Spronk. Oh.
I'm sorry, do you call him Spronk?
I called him. I just. I say Spronk instead of Sprout.
Billboard has been destroyed. No pony
Didn't know that.
my show like this.
Outrageous.
It's what I mean. Yeah, when I'm cooking, I do Brussels spronks,
Who would do something like this?
and it kind of followed through.
Some pony is out there trying to ruin the event. We must find him.
I wonder who that could be.
Or her.
No pony can be left
Spud, like the mags called him.
Some pony had to see it happen. I need you to ask every last pony in this area.
Aha. Okay. Well, we'll start with you, shall we?
Like, obvious is obvious, but it's a bit... Pippi is pushing it by questioning the or her thing. I mean, this is My Little Pony. 80% of the population is female.
You,
Bridalwood
hat
silks
pony.
and fashion.
Did you see anything?
Bridalwood silks and fashion.
I'll bear that in mind. Another unicycling thing.
Yay!
Yeah, decorating and DIY in Equestria does seem to include a lot of pyrotechnics.
Whoever did this has purple fur.
Well, gotta have sparkle.
Could be Sprout in disguise.
I mean, he's right back there.
Smoothies, fruity and yummy smoothies.
Yeah, the problem is that purple looks very, very different on my TV at the moment, so I may have to.
Is closed.
I may have to rely on someone in chat to tell me who's purple.
Yeah, I basically just seen the game in black and white, so...
Oh, you are? Oh, of course, yeah, you're seeing it...
well, I mean...
Yeah, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it, aren't you? So...
I'm seeing... Yeah, well, as I say, I have the Twitch stream open in the other thing, but that's 10 seconds behind, and I've learned by now best to not pay attention to that, otherwise I end up commenting on things you're doing after you've done them.
There's someone trapped, someone or something trapped in a box here.
I think you have to. You should be able to do the thing where it prompts you to kick it or something.
It's not letting me kick it. I have to say the animation on the running is really good on this, though.
Well, again, the designers for the game were well, I say gifted.
Yeah.
Were corporate loaned the assets from the film. So I mean, well, if you've seen the film more than once, you know that. Oh wait.
Got all the clues. Gotta go talk to Sprout.
I didn't hear that. What was that? What was that clue?
You gotta go talk to Sprout. So in this section, once you've heard 3 ponies say the pony was X, talk to him to continue.
With purple fur and a long blue mane, huh?
I think
That's...
it's clear who did this, Sonny.
No! Izzy would never do anything like that.
As a sheriff deputy,
And there couldn't possibly be any other purple ponies with blue manes.
I'll talk to her.
You better find her before I...
Oh, they said unicorns are sus. Oh, okay.
You're right about that. I have to find her.
Please help me clean up my image. No pony is going to come with my face looking like that.
No worries. It'll be fixed up faster than you can say raspberry bubblegum.
Raspberry bubblegum. You
Don't do that,
liar.
Sonny. Whoever desecrated that board did the world a favor.
I mean, that was cruel, and I could never condone saying something like that.
Isn't Maretime Bay just the greatest?
This is the part where you're supposed to laugh,
Some
Dodge.
pony messed with Pip's billboard.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah. Could I instead interest you in a self-deprecating statement?
Yes, that will prove you didn't do it.
I didn't do
Pip
what?
has to make an apology. Pip has to make a YouTube apology video again for saying the U word.
Can you find some?
Paint?
The U word?
I'm guessing unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
Unicron.
Yeah, there aren't many words that begin with U
Yes, I need
in a game like
lots
this.
of paint.
Rocco's got it. Uwu. The U word is uwu.
Trade?
It's Maritime Bay Day. Money is not allowed. Only trade.
Oh, and apparently it was uwu.
For business, but it does lift the spirit.
And apparently this is the G5 equivalent of the trade ya fall thing at Rainbow Falls.
Having a shop is great, but if I could only try on one of those cool guard helmets, maybe you could find one for me.
Pegasus guard helmet it is. I'll find one.
I know that voice as well from somewhere else.
You gotta give the game designers credit, you know, if, some credit for that. Like, if they're finding ways to extend it, you know, they're pilfering from a G4 episode that makes sense, you know, trading.
Such a good choice, yes. I do have
You
one.
wouldn't steal a policeman's helmet.
But you want to trade.
It's the Maritime Bay Day. And all I'm asking for is a fabulous red flower.
Fabulous red
No,
flower?
but I wouldn't mug a guard.
Deal. I'll get you one.
Right, okay, I need a fabulous red flower.
Generally for these tasks, you
need a
rarely
red
need to
flower?
go,
I'll trade
you know, beyond your general area.
I wish I could, but I traded my red flowers away.
Of course you
But
did.
I do have red flower seeds planted in these pots.
Well, I could use magic to grow them, if you're okay with it.
No, no magic!
Okay, please try it on these.
No magic, only fertilizer.
Do it.
Do it.
Yay, so now we got the lamp, now we gotta exchange it for a chicken egg, and then a Discord lamp, and then a rusty old horseshoe, and then an Orthros, or something like that.
That
I may have gotten that a bit.
didn't mean to press that. Didn't need to touch that button there, but it works.
I'm liking this trading thing. Now to the paint shop.
Magic once again. You can't use magic, Sonny. That's not canon yet. Good point. Yeah, that is a very good point. Magic once again destroying the equestrian economy. Right. Okay. So I've got the helmet.
I think I once read a fanfic where Trixie discovered a spell to make money, so she just kept making money and completely destroyed the value of an equestrian bit.
Well, to be fair, that kind of destroys itself when you can buy a cherry for 9 bits.
We can fix the billboard now.
Well, only because the stall owner is an extortionist.
That too. But again, it's also the fact that gems are currency in Equestria. In G4 at least. Gems are currency in Equestria. And you can literally trip over those, trip over massive pockets of those as you're walking along.
Yeah. That has made your, you know, art doesn't grow on trees. Well, yes it does. So why is it so expensive? Vibes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Sonny.
Oh, Sonny, don't put her back on the charts.
The main melody. The crowd will flood
I like Pip. I'm not as opposed to Pip as some people.
Well, Dodge, if we're
need
just
police helmet,
if we're
we
just
need to get
friendly, we're not going to provide fun for the viewers. We have to be a little snark.
Yeah,
Pip's
no,
just
that's
such an
fair.
easy target.
That is fair.
Have you found Izzy yet?
Izzy
Oh, yeah, I
hasn't
need
done
to-
anything wrong.
We'll see
I did
about
speak with
that.
Izzy.
Something smells fishy here.
We're an ocean town, Sprunk. Everything smells fishy here. Literally everything.
You know, it's
all the time.
It's very easy to say a lot about Sprout obviously doing this and Sprout in general, but there are some things I will say about Sprout as we go along later. Anyway,
Pip is
so,
good point. Yeah.
As I said, they use
Also,
the
hey,
movie
bud.
assets in this game, but past the main street, they had to, you know, make a bunch of further areas because in the movie that just leads up to the factory, obviously. So they did redesign Maretime Bay a bit.
Ow!
Oh, careful now.
I missed the... You know, at some point playing... Sorry, I was just thinking that at some point playing this to remind me, I need to play through The Spirit and the Mouse again on stream. So that's another
Spirit
nice...
and the Mouse?
It's another nice little relaxed game. No combat, nothing like that. It is just a mouse who has accidentally inherited superpowers, just wants to help people.
That sounds neat. Reminds me a bit of... I've told you before, Kirby's Epic Yarn is often described as a relaxation simulator. It's great.
Yeah. Sorry, it's Hawthorne there. Pip is not an easy target. It's hard to hit something that small.
Oh yeah, sure. When I make comments about, you know, Pip's music or her personality, it's wrong. But if other people comment on her size, it's okay.
What? She's small.
No.
Double standards.
Oh well, it looks beautiful now.
And don't you forget it.
Sunny, the crowd is here, but something is missing. Primrose, my backup dancer. There can be no dance show with no dancer. Will you find her? Sure.
Primrose.
Where should I look? I'm not sure. She likes hiding. And smoothies.
She likes hiding. This is useful to know when we're trying to find someone. They like hiding. Great. So I've got to look for someone who is hiding.
I already know where she is. I already know where she is, Dodge.
Yeah, it's the box. I'm looking for the box, which is up this way, not down the way I was going.
I mean, we only knew the box was there because we looked around. Some kids wouldn't have earlier, and therefore they'd be looking around now.
Primrose is gone. Poof.
It's you, Primrose.
Yes, it's me. But I can't go to the show.
But why? Is something wrong?
It's just that I have nothing pretty to wear.
I know that feeling.
I'll find some clothes for you.
Would you do that
Can I go to the show
I need
because I have nothing pretty to wear?
3.
Doesn't that feel very G3, Dodge?
It really does, actually, yes.
And for the uninitiated, Dodge has watched pretty much all of Gen 3, so he knows his stuff there.
Yeah.
You get so many compliments with this.
As far as I'm aware, I have actually watched all of Gen 3.
Oh, sorry, he didn't just watch it. He reacted to it.
Yeah,
Plug. All on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, Feral Brony on YouTube, which I need to change to match the Dodge. Why am I coming up this way? I'm looking for stalls selling clothing stuff.
I mean, you're just having fun running around in Sunny's body.
I kind of am, yeah.
Yeah, a fun Easter in the film when she wakes up on her calendar. One of the things on a prior date is yoga. She really likes to do yoga, apparently. Which would certainly explain why she's, you know, pretty fit and able to, you know, gallop without getting tired easy and all that sort of thing.
Come on. Come on. Do a thing. Nah. I wanted the button to do
I
something.
don't think you do anything in that area until much
Fruity
later.
and yummy smoothies.
I was hoping it was one of the unicorn trap boxes.
Close for the pony walk? Coming up.
Any of these? Nope. Z-Heights in the T-Mobile style bag. In this T-Mobile style logo.
For
there we
Pip's show.
A
So-
very special.
I got them all.
Codifying of brands and logos, you know.
Yeah,
It's on brand.
that did make me laugh in the movie, seeing all the ponified brands and stuff.
I think my favorite had to be Philly Elliott.
Now you can perform the
Yeah.
show. But I can't.
And yeah, as Pat just pointed out, just
What?
pony.
Why not?
Because what if he doesn't like these?
He?
Oh, I see. She's trying to impress someone.
Oh, he's
Oh, she's trying to
kind
impress Hitch. I can
everyone.
understand.
So thoughtful, so
Does Primrose wear lipstick? Looks like Primrose wears more than lipstick.
He's not into fashion like that.
he's not. Are you sure?
Nah.
Yep, she got the lipstick, she got the blush.
Bunnies and stuff like that.
I thought I would impress him looking my best on the pony walk, but I'm too shy.
Why? You shouldn't be.
I know that
Perfect
feeling
just
as
the way you
well.
are.
Am I?
Yes. All you
Aw.
need to be is you. You could just walk up to him and say, "Hi."
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Sonny, because it's
I
just
feel
that
much
easy to walk
better
up to someone
if
you
I
like and
was
say,
used
you know,
to
hi,
it.
I like you.
What if you casually had a smoothie to spare?
Yes, kids
Is that
media
really
has,
good
for the most part, not really advanced in giving good how to talk to girls slash boys romantically advice.
I'll be your smoothie operator. But my smoothie
Oh,
cart
dear
is in the
God.
shop. Where can I find a smoothie now?
Oh, seeking fluid intake. Where is my...
Yeah, I'll drink a little too.
Back here. Hang on, sorry, I'm going to dislocate my shoulder to get to my hydrate. There we go. Ow!
Yeah, I don't. This
apparently
pony,
Hawthorne
I
ships
definitely
Hitchros.
remember being a background pony in the film. I
That's
do
why it's
not
Maretime
believe
as
I've
well.
seen her do anything in the show. She's probably still in some background shots because they reused any character they could. But yeah, this character being one of Pip's backup dancers, this is game exclusive lore.
Hitch Zip, and yes, Zip is trans, fight me. Well, I don't think I'll fight you, but
Hey there. My smoothie
I can see where you're coming
Zip
from.
and
broke. Can you
Well,
swap me a couple
Zip is trans
I'll get you
if you want her to be
Oh,
trans.
sure.
Yeah.
Sonny, you got it. What do you need?
Great. 2 pumpkin spice
I do
smoothies,
I do like the
Oh,
that
no.
headcanon there.
Can't make those.
No fight, just pony.
Cream. If you bring some pumpkins, I'll make them for you.
Now I've got to find pumpkins. But yeah, this is actually kind of
2 more to go.
a bit like the Spirit and the Mouse in the whole run around and solve simple puzzles. Only that is centered just around helping humans find their happiness.
Just one.
What age demographic is that game aimed at, though?
Any
Okay, as opposed to this, which is, you know,
kids and adults who are into it. Kids and grown-ups who act like kids.
well, yeah, but it's like a film. Like, you can have a film that is family-friendly versus a film that, there could be a film that you know is for children, but will stimulate the adults on their own level, and then a film that actually expects you are a literal child watching it.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, just did a wall jump. Kids and larger kids. Yep. Have you seen Chapter 6 of Make Your Mark? I don't even think I've seen Chapter 3 of Make Your Mark.
Well, you remember the other day I shared with you just the list of episodes. So there was that first special in May 2022. You've definitely watched that.
Yeah, that I've watched.
Then there was the
follow-up.
chapter in September 2022. It had 8 episodes. I think you've watched that.
That I've watched, yeah.
Yeah. Then last holiday season last year, they had the Winter Wish Day special. Did you watch that?
No, I haven't watched that yet.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you cut off after chapter 2.
Yeah. I intend to watch the rest of it, but the problem is, because I do the reactions thing, I have to watch it on camera. And I've got to set that up, and it's a whole big thing, and then I've got to edit it, and then I've got to upload it, and...
Thank you for encouraging me to
And
be
I-
myself. It's always the best thing you can be. And remember...
Yeah, okay, see, there we go. There's Sunny, she says, you know, yourself is always the best thing you can be, and Primrose is there. You know, thank you for helping me be myself. What if I don't like me? You know?
Well, that it's simple. If you don't like who you're trying to be now, you just need to find the you that you actually want to be.
Ah, okay, so I need to be another me. So, yes, I can be me, I just need to be another me. And I was completely talking
Find a
over
new
that, and I
you.
have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. I'm guessing go back up this way and talk to Pip.
Take them to Pip, I think.
Oh, okay. As that special is so good. Also, when you see Chapter 6, I'm going to send you something as... neat background pairing is made canon. Oh, okay.
He said no spoilers, but like it's one of those. It's on the level of Lyra and Bon Bon actually get married in the background.
That was
so
awesome.
It has no effect on the story.
That really was awesome.
But I need a dancer for the show. And now you need me to find a dancer for you. Right?
Hey, I can dance. I've proved at PonyCon that I can.
Well,
I ship Hitch Rose. Oh, you know what? It's not a bad ship.
Are you ready to dance?
Which one's Rose?
The pony we just helped out who has a crush
Oh,
on Hitch.
Primrose, of course, yeah.
Because I read a lot of pony fic and review it and write it on occasion. I was over the time I've observed what were the popular G5 ships, and definitely at the very least from the movie up until the show, it was pretty much Sunny was overwhelmingly shipped with Izzy, sometimes with Hitch, but mostly with Izzy.
Sorry, I can do the safety dance if that
He
counts.
shipped with Hitch. Although sometimes, they did other things, and
Pip a tiny dancer. Sorry. You get a rim shot for that one.
yes. So basically, Sunny and Izzy together most of the time. Hitch could be was almost. I never saw Hitch shipped with Izzy, to be honest, but he was shipped with any of the other three a decent bit. Zip was usually with Hitch, though.
Sorry, I just remembered something I need to...
There was also a decent few Izzy and Sprouts, I suppose, because, Izzy is so adorable and nice and cute and sweet that she'll get Sprout out of his funk.
There we go. Right, sorry, there was a certain reward I just had to turn off, a certain redemption I had to turn off for this particular stream. Like I did for the art streams.
Trend
Just
is on who Misty is getting shipped with mostly these days. I haven't paid enough attention to G5 fic that recently.
It's showtime, Philly. Get dressed.
Right, okay, now I've got to dance, and yes, that's it. Dodge is a great dancer. I'm really not.
Phillies and gentle coats.
It's just a Dance Revolution type thing. You can do that.
Okay.
First, we have
Hawthorne,
dress up.
mind your
Pick the
language.
most fabulous outfit from the menu. Press this button to put it on.
Okay, so this is... Yeah, if you look at that, it is pretty much... That satchel is pretty much where she has it in the movie. It's pretty much... It may be a little further forward. In fact, it's further forward in the films, which means more that it has to be pinned to her flesh.
Well, again, Dodge CG animation is designed for movement. You can't judge a still. Of course, it's going to look a bit off.
It's not DDR, it's PPR. Pony Prancing Revolution.
Well, actually, the name should really be just Prance, because that was the game that Sunny and Alphabet played, and where Sunny, after stinking it for 2 rounds, suddenly managed to win in the 3rd round because script.
Yeah, because plot. Ooh,
You know, I prefer saying because script because
yeah,
saying because plot
I
is just asking for trouble.
yeah, I heard it just as I was saying. It was too late to not say it.
Oh, keep the beanie on her. She looks very, very cute with the beanie.
Yeah. See, the thing is that I also like the sunglasses, but with the sunglasses and the beanie, she looks very hipster.
Well, I mean, she dresses as a hipster in one or two Tell Your Tale shorts.
Oh, okay.
So you know, it's canon.
We'll go with just the beanie, I think.
I say canon, but I mean at this point, G5 between the movie, the game, Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale, okay, and the comics, G5 has like 5 different canons.
Right. So yeah, it's just directions. Okay. Is this going to be using? Is this going to be using copyrighted music?
No, I'm pretty sure it does. It does not.
Oh, so there we go. Sorry, Hawthorne's voted for hipster Sunny, but it's too late now. Sorry. Sorry, yeah.
What a shock!
A complete
the
aside.
Hipster Bunny wants Sunny to be a hipster.
Sorry, complete aside. But one of the funniest hipster stories that I've ever come across was the guy who tried to sue a news company, a news or online production company of some kind, for using a likeness of him, using a photo of him in their article about how all hipsters look alike, and then it got to court and it turned out that it actually wasn't him. So he complained that they'd made an article using him, saying about how all hipsters look alike, and yeah, he'd mistaken it for him. Oh,
damn, son. Like for a moment, I thought the tune there was a remix of "It's Alright" from the film.
I felt that too.
Yeah, it's not, but this game has been using some background score from the film.
Okay, this is using the D-pad, not the stick. I got one wrong. I messed one up. How do you do that in a game this simple?
Yeah. Like, because the film's background score is Hollywood quality, done by H.R. Pietera, who's done a fair few big budget animated films in his time. It's proper quality, and there are points here, and there are points of it where the melodies are really, solid and stirring and all that non-technical jargon, and especially in some of the cutscenes here, it's used quite well. Point being that because this film score has never been released, without sound effects, boo earns to that. When I heard it in this film, I thought, oh, does this mean that modders in the fandom can rip the score files from it? Haven't seen any yet, though. I don't recognize this song, although
no, neither do I.
Can't see this game using licensed music. Like, maybe is it a Tell Your Tale song? I have no idea. Only Love. No, that can't be the Queen Haven song. That's a power ballad. Funny story. I recognize that stock children cheering sound effect. I mean, we all should, but
hang on. It does sound very Five Nights at Freddy's, doesn't it?
Well, the children cheering sound effect. No, like that is used in children's games. We've used it in some of ours at my workplace, so Oh, 3 stars first time.
Sonny.
Yep.
I didn't know.
I only messed up once.
Neither did I. You were a good dance instructor.
I'm gonna be honest. That was actually a lot more complicated than I thought it was gonna be for a game aimed at 5-year-olds.
Well, remember you got 1,250 points. You only needed to get 700. So,
yeah, true.
So let me see. That means a child only really needs to get about 60% of that to get 3 stars.
Yeah. There we go. I can change
you
my
know.
appearance now. Oh.
Hey, Sonny, wanna dance some more?
No, I didn't mean
Maybe
to
later.
press that.
I like beanies on characters. I'll be honest, when I'm playing a game, I am very lazy when it comes to character customization, like especially in newer Pokemon games. But for instance, in Pokemon Scarlet, I have given my player avatar beanie because, you know, she does look pretty cute with it. Beanies make everybody look cuter.
Unlocked Pip. I've just unlocked Pip, apparently.
Oh yeah, as with each mini game you do, you unlock the pony that hosts it for.
Okay.
If you play the mini games from, you know, the main menu.
Ah, okay. There we go. So we've now got slightly hipster. Actually, I'd say that's slightly more beatnik than hipster. I'm okay with that.
Oh, beatniks are cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sonny.
Does anyone question the mirrors? Does anyone really question anything that goes on in Equestria anymore?
And official. Find a magic mirror.
I mean,
put the medal on.
modern Equestria is about the size of the 100-acre woods, so...
Oh, really? How big's that?
Is that a joke?
Yes.
No, but ever since the movie came out, a comparison I've made is that, you know, it's trying to tell a society-wide, multi-generational story of, you know, overcoming prejudice and bringing tribes together. Again, a multi-society story, but it's doing it in a world that feels like it's about the size of the 100-acre wood.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. There seemed to be a lot of travelling in the movie.
Well, I mean,
you know, the places seem
I don't
to be quite far
mean
away.
100 acres, but the point is that it does feel like the whole world can be traversed in like 2 days. If you were to go from one end to the other. And yet, even though these pony tribes stay away from each other, we're to believe that Earth ponies haven't seen unicorns or pegasi in living memory.
Yeah. Good point, but you know, it's what it's Someone wrote that short fic once about how everything in Equestria is 1 day's train travel from everywhere else. You know, it doesn't matter where it is. It could be from one end of the map to the other. It could be from one town to the next town. Everything is 1 day's travel by train away.
You know, considering they need to take an overnight train to bring the cake to Canterlot in that Mystery on the Friendship Express episode, that is true.
Yeah.
You look ready for some buddy herding, don't you? Let's go to Town Park.
Oh, buddy herding, Mark 2.
Oh, buddy herding, Mark 2. 100-acre wood is the size of a bedroom.
I mean, this probably wasn't what Pat meant, but in a sense that is true because you know it's Christopher Robin's imagination.
Are you okay?
Look, my billboard.
That's so bad.
So yeah, basically Sprout's been getting Spronk has been getting disguised and.
Who would want to ruin Maritime Bay Day so bad?
Did I hear detective work? I love detecting. Got a solid PI resume.
Last of the main 5.
Shouldn't you be at the Flight University?
Every
I'm sorry, I like how university was in inverted commas. In quotations there. It's a flight university. It's definitely a legitimate teaching establishment.
I'll investigate.
So a weird thing about the G5 replacement cast, the 4 of them just seem to be, you know, Canadian voice actors, and the only one who had a particularly notable resume before this was Innie's Anna Sani, who, fun fact, she was in Pony Life Dodge. She played one of the Wildsiders towards the end.
Oh, cool! I like them.
Yeah, but Zip's voice actor is. In fact, it's a weird parallel. So in the film, she was voiced by Liza Koshy, who is a very, you know, popular actress, influencer type person.
All right.
Zip, this is, not Pip. And in the show, much like the film, she was Zip's replacement, that is. Sorry, I'm just trying to find her name again because I don't want to butcher her. Oh yeah, she was voiced by Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, who who apparently has been the star of a very popular Netflix comedy series, Never Have I Ever. And a few months before Make Your Mark started, she had a role as one of the friends in Pixar's Turning Red. Anyway, sorry, I bring that up because just as a comparison, the other G5 actors had maybe anywhere from, a little under 1,000 to a couple thousand Twitter followers. She had about 100K. So anyway, so the point is, in both the film and the show, Zip's voice actor is, the hip one that's cool and down with the kids and will get them watching it and all that executive crap. Sorry.
That's alright, we'll allow that one. Right, well, apparently this was done by Zip, so...
Fruits are so tasty this season.
She's also, Zip's new VA, that is also really young. She's only 21 right now.
But that description...
That's you, Zip.
I wasn't even here.
Oh, 21 is young. I feel old now.
I'm afraid I'll have to arrest you.
No, you won't. Sorry.
She's fleeing the scene! Quick, get the taser!
Prevent Maretime Bay from these attacks.
It's really weird that
citizens of the imminent danger.
For both cases of Zip and Pip's VAs, Zip's is younger, even though she's the older sister.
Oh, hello. The harmony breaking down.
I should get that billboard fixed.
Yeah, let's be glad this is in a canon where Opaline and Misty don't exist, or at least haven't started acting up yet, because... Yeah.
But I think we should unicycle it a bit.
Really?
Yeah. What do we need?
A bunch of yellow paint would be a good start.
Alright, I'll get some.
Yellow's a good color. Yellow's my second favorite color. I like yellow.
Yellow paint? I could trade you some, yeah. I'm making this fruit salad, but I need some ingredients.
What do you need?
Could you fetch me some apples and pears?
Well, conveniently, I've spotted some apple and pear trees around. And,
descendants of the tree that Bright Mac and Pear Butter planted, no doubt.
Well, I've seen no other apple and pear trees around.
Now back to the paint shop.
Beautiful fruits. And now, the most important one. A big pumpkin to mix it all in. A real big one.
Fun! Giant pumpkin it is.
Okay, well, I haven't found a pumpkin yet that I remember. So stairs? I'm not sure I get that, sorry.
I know for the average MLP fan, stairs will make them think of Silverstream.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But whenever I hear stairs, I can only think of in Kung Fu Panda, all the pandas don't like stairs jokes.
Magic on it? Grow it big and it's all yours.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how these fetch quests used to go. You find one pony who wants something, you find another pony who has that item, but they want something else.
Yeah.
A third time, and then the fourth requires you to use your magic to make them fruit.
Of course, sorry, Zen points out apples and pears being Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah. Now, Hawthorne, this pumpkin is the one that's big enough for Pip to fit in.
Thanks.
Kidding me? That's big enough for me to fit in it. I ain't small.
Paint away.
But
you're paradoxing. You could be as big or as small as you want, bud.
Back to the billboard.
Yeah. If only in this universe as well.
Same for me too, don't you know?
There we
go. What time is it? Ooh, 9:30 already. Yeah, I suppose we did start about 30 minutes late.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was close to like 15, 20, but yeah. Plus, I have faffed around a lot.
You did make me look pretty good, huh?
Well, there were also those technical difficulties.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all the same.
So yes, I apologise. I messed up my Cockney rhyming there.
What does apple and pears mean then?
Stairs. Apples and pears in Cockney rhyming slang is stairs.
Oh,
you know, go up the apples and pears.
Jeez, you know, once I know what a Cockney rhyming slang means, I'm very good at remembering it. But only after it's explained. Like, it took me ages to get the whole syrup speed a wig thing.
Maretime Bay is not safe.
Yeah, the what thing? Sorry.
Syrups meaning wigs.
Oh, syrup and figs. Yeah. Right.
Although honestly, one of my favorite Cockney rhyming slides has to be mutton meaning someone's deaf.
Yeah, Mutt and Jeff.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah,
See,
you know, but
I am aware of some of these things. I'm not completely clueless on some things. Just most things.
Yep. I don't know how many Americans will end up watching this on playback. I'm thinking I'm on my Ponyfic blog next week. I'll definitely at least post the VOD, so maybe some of them might. Hopefully, this Cockney rhyming slime won't leave them completely clueless. Although, you know, Americans get British slang often better than we give them credit for, you know?
Oh, yeah. And a lot of them actually like to learn it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole thing about Cockney rhyming slang is that, you know, the rhyming slang, it's good in the ear and the tongue, so it's attractive for the voice and the mind. Oh, we're dressing Sunny up again.
Oh. Yep, the scarf. There we go. That's hipster beatnik. We'll keep that. Ooh. No, I prefer the teal of the original.
Is that a scarf? I mean, it's only really wrapped around her neck. It's not dangling from it. Like, that's more like a balaclava hung low or a neck warmer.
Well, that's the thing though. In the dress up, it's a scarf. So.
Did it have the title scarf?
No, it doesn't. They don't give them things. How much of a hipster can we make Sonny? Challenge? Oh, wrong button. Accepted.
Well, as long as she can still do her yoga, you know? Yeah, so I'll definitely get into it more as we get into the more story-heavy portion of the game near the end. Well, story-heavy in a relative sense. But in some ways, honestly, this game's story is a more appropriate follow-up than the actual special that Make Your Mark started with.
Okay.
Well, sorry, in particular, you've seen Make Your Mark, the Chapter 1 special, you know?
Yeah.
How well do you remember it?
Not very. It was a long time ago.
Okay, but
Ooh.
Here's the thing, like, let's be honest, there is no reason whatsoever that special could not have just used Sprout in the role that they gave to Posey. In that special, they made up the character of Posey Bloom to basically be the holdout saying magic is bad. It would have made perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I guarantee you, if you asked, you know, the fandom, 90% of them would say, yeah, that's totally what they do, right? I get it. But, you know, to make the former villain, you know, reach his ways in the pilot setup for the show.
You already knew me, Zoom.
Instead, they ditch him and just make up a new character.
Hey, Zoom.
You're here for a review of your motor skills.
My what?
Your prowess in the advanced obstacle course.
Okay, right. So I've got to run another obstacle course to prove that I can fly.
I guess so.
Zoom, what is wrong with your throat? You were like a bass before, and now you're like a squeaky soprano. See, the in-joke there is that Zoom was voiced in the movie by the writer, Gillian Burrow, who, as we all know, did the chapter books, Story Supervised Pony Life, and even a few film episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why she didn't reprise her role for the show. I mean, some stupid union rules, no doubt. But whoever they got to replace her didn't even... the voice directors didn't even try to go for someone who matched it. It's completely off.
Well, I'm impressed. We might make a high flyer of you after all. Here's your reward.
Okay, so this flying training at some point there would be flying involved, maybe.
Most welcome.
Wait.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Apparently, Zoom stole my rollerblades.
I could not take Zoom seriously with that voice. So it's kind of good. It's kind of good she barely speaks in the show.
You can take them off with this button. You can equip your rollerblades by pressing this button.
Yeah, thanks. Let me. Meow.
You know, I think most people people don't know is that Sunny's whole roller skating thing, that was not a toy department demand. Boulder Media came up with that idea.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because they were, you know, when you're doing a musical number in an animated film, you're always looking for ways to try and make it more visually dynamic and alive, so it came from there, more or less.
You need to avoid puddles of mud.
Zoom inhaled a bunch of helium, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much. Right,
so...
Oh, Bridal. Hey, hey, bud.
I need those crabs.
Don't, no, don't. No, not gonna say it. Not gonna make that joke. I'm keeping it family friendly. I cannot make that joke.
Oh dear God, did I just... Oh, what is wrong with me? Bridal Timeout, full name. There, that's, yeah. Anyway. You know, I often like to joke that because of all the hips critters, the crab is the best animated, and to be honest, it's so easy to animate the critters and make them look cute that honestly makes them better animated than the ponies sometimes in the show. I like to quip about Hitch's main crab, McSnips, a lot. I like to quip that he's the true protagonist of Generation 5.
Right, okay, so I gotta get them out without them touching the brown muddy bit. Crab... Pat, that is a... Pat, no. Bad.
McSnipslot, the true protagonist of Generation 5.
Wait, these crabs die... well... They don't seem to like mud, so they're clearly not sand bubblers.
One makes
So-
three.
Awesome, Sonny. You are pretty good at this. And these crabs gave
Yeah,
me
to be
an
fair, if
idea.
anyone... Because I was... It blew my mind the first time I heard of sand bubbler crabs. If you've never seen sand bubbler crabs and what they do, go and look it up, because it's...
The more bunnies and crabs you herd into the goal,
They're really
the
cool
higher your
things.
score will be. Crabs will hide in the mud puddles. Watch out for those. Are you ready? Great! But there's no way you'll ever beat my record.
We shall see, buddy.
Are sand babbler crabs basically one of those animals that hide in the sand to jump on unsuspecting prey?
No, they... Basically, they wander around, just scooping sand up, putting it through their mouth parts to eat the tiny little microscopic...
Nutrients?
The little microscopic... Well, yeah, nutrients and stuff. And... as it goes through the mouth, it just turns into little sand balls, and they just pop that behind them. And if there's a few of them going around on the beach, you know, you'll get just acres of these little sand ball. It looks like it's done deliberately. It looks like it's deliberate sculpture.
The flora of nature really does work in fascinating ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, and when the when the fooding is done and it's time to go to sleep, they build little domes of mud. You know, they take a they take a little bit of mud from below them, or sorry, sand, mud, whatever, from below them, and they start building it in a circle around them. They basically build an igloo of mud to sit in and wait for the tide.
It's cool. Oh, by the way, I was just checking something. Zoom's replacement VA in the show is also Opaline's actress.
Oh, okay.
Which, well, hey, you know, chick's got range on her, because Opaline is not nearly that high.
Right, so I've got... Bunny's escaped as well. Oi!
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I remember
Crab.
this. Yeah, the crabs go out one side and the bunnies go out the other.
Yep. Nature is so fascinating. Sorry, I know I fangirled a bit about sand bubbler crabs there, but they are really awesome. Crabs.
Oh, yeah, no, I liked what you told. It's a great story.
Great story. 10 out of 10. Would listen again.
Just about.
Bunny! I'm loving Super Hipster Sunny, by the way. Excellent.
What do we say? Beanies always make characters look cuter, cooler. I like to say cuter and cooler at the same time.
Yeah, I can go on board with that.
I mean, hell, you know, if I had a body and, you know, it wasn't just a spirit, I would wear a beanie too.
Yeah, I actually have the beanie version of the... bum. I have the beanie version of this cap that I should wear more often. Come on.
So does that... Wait, does that have the bunny ears as well?
No. The bunny ears are actually on my headphones.
Oh, never mind then.
And it's actually... It's It's Paradox in ears. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna lose this one again as well.
Yeah, that bunny's causing you quite a bit of stress. Are we sure he's not Angel's descendant?
Nah. Angel gets more hate than he deserves, you know?
I mean, well, the one thing, he's definitely the most entertaining of all the critters named Six's pets.
Come on, give me a few more seconds. There we go. Come on.
I mean, partially that's because he appears by far the most. You know, not too long ago I was looking at one of those fan-done, you know, how often characters appear, and this was like based on screen time, not dialogue, so it was more properly accurate.
Alright.
And I was surprised
on
a lot of the critters,
so
but especially I thought Opalescence appeared a lot more than she actually does. Oh,
okay.
Not 500, 25.
525. Well, no, to be fair, I was over 100 off. So.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You're impressed?
Well, I mean, with the first game we tried, you only got about half of what you needed for 3 stars, so...
Yeah, I was closer.
I knew it.
Sheriff Hitch. There's yet
I was
another.
going to say, it is supposed to be getting darker now, isn't it?
Threat? What is it this time?
This is supposed to be Twilight, or has something else gone wrong?
They're blocking the entrance to Beach Cove.
I'll go check, but it can't be that serious.
Oh, it is very serious, Sheriff Hitch.
Can you go check, Sonny? I'll catch
You
up to
throw
you.
a carrot at a beloved
Sheriff
pony
Hitch.
one time and you never hear the end of it.
I should head back to Main Street and see about those bunnies.
Again, is that a reference that I don't get?
We're gonna redo this game first, though.
Let's herd some
Oh, yeah.
critters.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, the trouble can wait. I've got bunnies to herd.
2, 1, go!
Yeah, okay, I don't need the...
You know, funny thing about glasses, I was just thinking about it, and there aren't that many characters in MLP that wear glasses, are there?
Don't seem to be, no.
I mean, Moondancer is the obvious one. Mayor, she wears them, doesn't she? Spectacles? Yeah, she does. Psy-Try and Equestria Girls.
Twist does.
Twist, yes.
I
can't think of many others.
No, neither can I.
It's funny because you know, in this modern age,
Crab, you're making this
kid
difficult.
media is a lot
Stop!
more is very concerned with diversity. You know, but
Sunburst.
But it's one. You could go back decades, and in every kid's cartoon, you'd always find a decent amount that wear glasses. That was something media never skimped on for many years. So it's just a bit weird in retrospect to think that MLP is below the norm when it comes to how many characters wear glasses. Food for thought. I mean, look, I do get that obviously whether one does or doesn't need glasses can literally happen to anyone, so it's not the same as, gender or skin color.
Yeah. But, it's still nice when you get a bit of specky representation.
Yeah.
Catch the bunny.
I'm sure that is at least part of the attraction for Sci-Fi. Rydell Timeout rarely has the glasses she wears sometimes when suing. That is true, but I suppose that falls under the category of reading glasses. I suppose we more meant characters that seem to need to wear them all the time.
Oh, I'm bringing them the wrong directions.
I suppose food for thought. Maybe some of the reason you don't see it as much these days is that contacts are easier.
Well, not so much
in modern life than they used to be.
Oh, easier than they used to be. Yeah, no question. But these bunnies are not making this easy. I'm gonna fail again.
You're gonna get a worse score.
I really don't.
This is like that time. This is like that time I did animation portfolios 2 years in a row and somehow got a worse score the second time. Yeah, that wasn't a happy moment for Ghosty Mikey. Not a happy moment at all.
This is going so badly. Okay, apparently it was a bit of a... Okay, so getting that score first time was a bit of a spoof.
Fluke?
Bit of a fluke, that's the word, not spoof.
You know,
to be fair, in my defense, this time it went bad because in that first level there was that crab that just ran to the mud, disappeared into it, reappeared right next to it, and then ran into it and just kept cycling through the mud. I had to wait to get that.
Feel like hurting again?
Let's hurt
There's a bit of pattern recognition. Oh, Silver Spoon, yes, of course.
And yeah, I was wondering if Silver Spoon did.
You know, Hawthorne's never going to let me forget that because he adores Silver Spoon.
Understandably.
Yeah, I mean, especially any of us who read fanfic, there's a really long, but like, you know, perfect for fanfic 10 out of 10 fic called the Silver Standard. It's a lot of people's, it's like on a lot of people's favorites lists.
Oh, Bunny, please. It's going to be these. It was the crabs that last time. It's these two this time. Suicidal crab. They're not suicidal. They just enjoy mud.
Have there been any pumpkins in this one to gain back some time?
Not this time round, but we are fairly early into this run of bunny herding.
Oh no, I didn't mean just this time. What about the prior times?
Yeah. The first time I kept missing them, didn't get them. The last time I did go for them, and
so because these mini games are actually on a timer, it's the one time where the fact that the stream I'm having on one half of the screen is much lower visual quality and the colors are all wrong is really preventing me from being able to give anything resembling advice.
Yeah, I don't know why it's done that.
Well, you know, maybe the next time we have a reason for me to guest on your stream, we'll be able to sort it out.
Yeah, that was the wrong gate. Tried to herd the bunnies through the crab gate. Right, before I get you, I'm going to try and get this pumpkin into that. You better give me the time for that. Yes, it did. Okay, that pumpkin drove itself through the gate there.
Let me see. What we need 525 to beat it. Oh Jesus!
It's all right. We can do it. We can do this. Well, I say that, but I may have to come back later.
Yeah, I was about to say. This is proving difficult enough that maybe we might need to come back at the end, bud.
Yeah, that is embarrassing. Trotty, trotty, trot. Oh, come on. Really? Again? Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll come back to this later. How am I getting worse? Get good. See, I'm used to hearing that in Dark Souls.
He wrote get good because you can't say the thing you just said because is that word appropriate for this stream?
It's fine. It's in that context. It is just a colloquialization for get.
Well, yeah. Just be sure that you don't actually use that word. Call someone that word then.
To be fair, as naughty words go, git is not bad. I'm okay saying it on this stream.
I mean, so am I. I like jabbing at our self-censorship.
Right. Okay. Okay. I should have.
Wrong way! Main Street is in the opposite direction!
I literally came from Main Street that way to get here.
That has made your Rainbow Dash and Top Vault vibes. You've got to be kidding me! I was just there! Energy.
Wait. No, I didn't. I came from this Wait.
Did we come? Yeah, we've been here already. I love how the poster
Yeah, hang on.
is
Didn't I
just-
go?
The posters are just stock model promotional poses of the main five against stock arty backgrounds, because of course they are.
To be fair, that kind of fits with all of the other media that they put out. That it's just,
Yeah.
Hey, you
Of course, the
die.
irony is
Yeah. It's like I said, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm getting used to being told to get good in Dark Souls. I'd never have to expect to get good at a My Little Pony game.
So the other major story I had to tell about this game is, have you ever heard? There's a fandom artist that does 3D animations named DG Thed. Ever heard of him?
No. But to be fair, I don't tend to know a lot of fandom stuff by name, more by reputation
he's well
or
known
production.
For quality, like 4K levels of 3D pony models and animation. He'd been doing these for a few years, and then the game studio that was making this game actually contacted him to freelance work on this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a very funny story because when Bronies React, Bronies React, don't you?
Yeah. That's better. Yeah, I'm aware of...
Yeah. So when they did a reaction to first the trailer and then the movie...
there we go. That's definitely a scarf.
By that point, he was already working on this game and had seen movie clips that the game staff had been shared by Hasbro and E1 and everything. So he was only able to react to the game because when they did Bronies React, they was only able to react to the film because they had only just revealed the game, because obviously otherwise all the other Brony reactors would have been able to tell from the raw footage that he knew the film. Yeah, anyway, so his role on the game was, because he knows this was obviously mostly to do with adapting the character models and the character animations and making the run cycles look good and all of that sort of stuff. So I mean, you were commenting earlier that you thought the walk cycles looked very impressive. So there you go.
Yeah. But Hawthorne there, what if I want to talk about a popular version control software? Or the, what if I want to talk about the downloads center, GitHub?
I'm scared.
I mean, sorry, except the lip sync, of course, but, first. But I mean, to be fair, that has to, I think, with a game like this, they kind of consider it, they just blabber very generally so that it doesn't look any bad or worse for any of the languages. Maybe that's their thinking. Although later on there are some pre-rendered cutscenes, not just these sort of game engine ones, and those have proper lip sync.
Every pony, calm down. What's happening?
That is a big scary bunny.
What are they saying?
His name
He's
is
mighty
Marcel.
annoyed.
They're saying they're going to eat our flesh. Oh dear.
Until they get what they want.
Some bunnies! Sorry, I'll be good now. No, I won't. That's a lie.
And what do they want?
Carrots?
He demands an extra fresh smoothie.
Oh. I can do that.
One of those? I'll keep an eye on them.
Extra fresh smoothie coming right up.
Excuse me, can you buy one of... Sunny literally makes smoothies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but she's busy with other stuff right now. You know, she's. I mean, she has to owe the smoothie guy from earlier a couple. So, hey Dodge, you heard about a fish called?
In the movie, she picks up her cart to deliver smoothies during her musical number, and someone else is manning the cart. I don't think we ever see any pony else manning the smoothie cart in the show.
Extra fresh, huh? Of course, but they are delicate.
Of course they
You'll have
are.
to deliver it fast, or it'll go to waste before you can say hoofness. Are you ready for it?
Don't. I hate with a passion hoofness. My hoofness, you know, thank hoofness. That's not even a good pun. It's not based on the original at all. It's just a word that sounds like hoof, so they cram hoof in there. I hate hoofness with a passion. As you may have seen just by my impassioned hating of it.
There were quite a few apart from anything else, there were quite a few pony puns where in trying to pun it up, they actually missed the needle on it making sense. Like one of the most common is using Pegasi as the plural in situations where, you know, if you were saying human, you wouldn't use the plural and all that sort of thing.
I get you, yeah. Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal. Fish! Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal. Whoa! Okay, come on. If you're going to give me a obstacle avoidance challenge, make it so I can see the obstacles coming. Well, to be fair, I did get here with 36 seconds left, so...
What? Another demand? Now he wants a pair of cool shades?
Cool shades?
Says Sonny standing there wearing a pair of cool shades. Oh, wrong button. Press the wrong button again. This game runs on directional controls and 2 buttons. 3 if I want to rollerblade. How am I so frequently pressing the wrong button?
A D-pad, 2 buttons, maybe a third. So in other words, you could literally play it with a Game Boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, but sorry, except the fact that, you know, this game would not run on a Game Boy.
Well, you could play it with a NES controller, though.
Thank you. Here.
That's true.
Dodge. Yes, Pat?
What's up, Pat?
Alright, you can go now.
Oh, little sis.
He says he has one last request.
Little sis, you can't come show later, everyone.
3 balloons? What for? Okay, fine. 3 balloons. Yep.
3 balloons it is. I'm on it.
Hey, you sat there having a wash. You gonna come and say hello? I've got treats. I've got treasure. No, maybe when you finished having a wash.
Oh yeah, we hadn't seen Little Sis on stream today. How's Little Sis doing?
She's doing okay.
1 balloon. 2 more.
You know, she's still frequently she frequently wears herself out. Because that's the thing. Because she's so skinny, doesn't put on a lot of weight. She's only really got the energy that she has. So she will frequently wear herself out when she gets the zoomies, and then just go and sleep for a while.
Only 1 left.
She's not underweight for her age or species or anything, is she?
Yeah, she is very.
Oh.
But she literally. I've had one like it before. It doesn't affect them, other than that. You know, well, like me, they get fatigued easily.
And 3. I'll go.
You know, that's it. But because I've had one like her before that just literally could not gain weight. Was always skinny, and
did this rat just
that's it, you
not
extortionist.
ever eat more than it had to, or was it
Oh,
just
no.
its metabolism would not let it put on weight?
It was the metabolism.
Did he really just leave his friends?
You know, because they can
I don't think he
eat.
has
I mean,
any
she
real friends,
can
Sonny.
eat like a champion, and she just
Sorry,
doesn't gain weight.
I'm just laughing at this.
Well,
This bunny
Oh.
just pulled a poochie and floated away.
I have to go now. My planet needs me. Huge Bunny died on the way back to his home planet.
Probably check out Zip's flight school in Beach Cove.
That's right. Right. Okay, we've got new.
God, the best bit about that poochie moment is that when he floats up, they literally just have the cell with him, the animation cell with him on
Yeah.
it float up.
Right. Oh no, still prefer these shades. The hipster half moon shades. Flight school. Might actually get to fly. Whee!
Yeah, you know, since I've never had to wear glasses because, you know, ghost, duh.
Yeah.
Welcome to
I've never really
Wings, Maritime Bay's
understood
famous flight school.
Some
the
pony is excited.
how do half shades
was all
help
my
you if they're only
mom's
half
idea.
glasses?
Don't ask me to be
To
ecstatic about
be
it.
fair, half
Well,
shades.
apparently I'm a
Half
big
shades are usually
Yeah,
just for
I see you
just
passed
for
the early
looks.
tests. You're
Yeah, it's
almost
usually
ready
just
to
a
fly.
fashion
So they're
thing.
like sunglasses when the sun isn't that strong, just to look cool.
And we'll
Pretty
see if
much.
you can
Or
beat
in
me
my
a
case, because
real
of
race.
photophobia.
I'm going pretty fast already.
You know, extreme
back
light
off
sensitivity.
now.
But
We'll
half
see,
moon
cadet. I'll wait
glasses,
for you by
actual
the takeoff
spectacles,
runway.
they're usually
So going to earn those.
for reading glasses. You know, it's like, so if you don't usually need glasses, but you do for reading, half moon glasses, where it's just like half your face, will mean that you can use them to read and then just look over them if you need to look at anything else.
That's true. I was just thinking that. Good call. Anyway, so wait. At this point, we've done the major activities with Hitch, Zip, and Pip. So Zip's the last one. So we're definitely approaching the end game now.
Ah, okay.
I think.
I've still got more stars to collect.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible that when we finish this, we may be in a position of just enough trouble finding the last few stars that we,
Yeah.
you know, may end up calling it at like 98% or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. I'd be alright with that. I don't.
Well,
To be fair, I don't usually bother 100% in games.
yeah. I mean, you had initially said that if we finish this game short enough, you might pop over to another one. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been relaxed enough with it that we obviously don't need to do that now. Because it's already past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, to be fair, I usually go on until I usually stream until 11
Oh,
o'clock
yeah.
midnight. So
Oh yeah, I know you do a 3-hour stream, but we should get to 11 or at least be nearly
Yeah.
at 11 by the time we finish this.
yeah, good point. So yeah, I'm okay. Oh, I got to seek fluid intake. And yeah, what does wings stand for? Didn't actually know that wings originated in this game.
Wings?
Now, is that Wings the Wings the group, Wings the TV show?
Wait, what? The Quasi Cheers related show? I hope not.
Wait, why did I come back here? I came back here for a reason. I've forgotten what it was. I'm sure I'll remember it in a minute. Right, little sis has found my dinner plate now. She's just finishing my dinner off for me. Oh yeah, got a new... See, now the cap would be appropriate, as that seems to have become my thing. I wear a cap in media now. But yeah, the beanie is cuter.
Yep. Stick to the oldies and the classics.
Waterboard, intelligent, nostalgic, goats, sadly. Pat, when people usually come up with an acronym, they have it make some kind of sense. It's not usually just...
We'd have more luck trying to reverse engineer an anagram than that. And anagrams are hard to figure out. At least they are for me. Are you much good at anagrams, Dodge?
Not particularly. Oh, okay. Okay, it pretty much did that on its own. I failed the jump, and then it jumped on its own.
Video game cliche, bouncy pads.
Yeah. But, it works. You know, at least I didn't have to grow this bouncy pad from a flower.
That's exactly the sort of thing that would happen with a game like this. Oh, what idle animation do these characters have? Oh, it's more phones.
Yeah, but again, there's sipping a smoothie in the...
Yeah, that I like.
Bridal like it. What's the acronym for? What does WING stand for? Wings. The I in wings. The N in wings. The G in wings. And the S in wings.
It's very silly, but cute.
Stands for wings, 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 wings. And now it doesn't. Okay.
Sticking to Sunny with the beanie, which, you know, again, best look for her. They are reminded me of... between seasons 8 and 9 of Friendship is Magic, they had a few shorts, and one of them was like... not Mary's biggest fan, but it was one where he tried to persuade Twilight to go for a new look, and Twilight was like, I'll just have my usual, I like my usual, I know what I like. You should get something new. And Rarity did. But, you know, I approve of Twilight. You know, someone who, you know, knows what they like and sticks with the same old, and is happy with it, you know. Something to be said for that kind of happiness.
Women in Northbound group sing.
Of course, that's very easy with hair when it comes to me, because
yeah,
ghosts don't have that either.
And well, my hair is just
and if we
unmanageable.
Did, we would just technically, you know, warp it to whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, now I've got to do it with the blades on.
Well, they do have to get a bit harder.
Mm. Okay, she can rollerblade upstairs. I missed the thing. She can rollerblade upstairs. I am officially impressed.
I'm going to assume that's something you can't actually do in real life.
Not so much. Not if you would like. Not if you want to keep all your teeth.
Well done.
Have you ever? Have you rollerbladed, Dodge?
I have rollerbladed in the past. I wasn't hugely good at it, but I was able to get around on rollerblades without breaking any bones. So I've never seen a Mary so many chicken wings.
So that fits.
Again, you say I'm a decent motorcyclist. Every single motorcycle I own has ended up with the wheels facing the wrong direction from the ground at some point.
So basically, is that just another way of saying you have as much luck with motorcycles as Uncle Albert has with boats?
Pretty much, yes. That is exactly the case. Yeah, every bike I've ever owned, I have crashed at some point. Now, to be fair,
for anyone who's not British, we're one of the best British sitcoms of all time, Only Fools and Horses. There's an Uncle Albert character who used to be in the Navy during World War II, and he's always telling these wartime stories that the other characters are sick of, and pretty much all of them end with the boat he was on sinking.
Yeah. Sunny Hawks, pro skater. But yeah, in my defense, one of the crashes I've had on a bike have not been my fault.
One of them.
One of them. And I mean, okay,
that
she can skate on sand as well. That is impressive. She can rollerblade on sand. She is good.
Well, you know, she's our main character. She's got to be talented, so the kids will be impressed and want to buy toys of her.
Yeah, as long as I don't try and emulate her and try and rollerblade upstairs, it'll be fine.
Well, I suppose their logic is that it's only bad if it's imitatable, and since kids can't roller skate like ponies, it's okay.
Yeah, that's imitatable.
It's very interesting seeing the standards and practices notes for MLP, because like 90% of the time, 90% of the time they're not even cautioning on actual problems. They're just cautioning on things that DHX always does, but they feel the need to remind them. Things like, when this character is taking something out of the oven, ensure they are wearing an oven glove. Ensure they have a seatbelt on when they're in this vehicle. Ensure that when this thing grabs them, that nothing is around their throat, and so forth.
Makes sense.
They are really riding that TVY rating to all its worth.
That
another
tide is awfully close to be burying someone up to the neck in sand. If that tide starts coming in, he gonna drown.
It's a trend I have never gotten, this whole burying someone in the sand thing. Like I get the appeal, but it's just so weird.
I wouldn't do it, but to be fair, you'd be hard pressed to find me at a beach anyway.
Amen to that.
Don't break the Geneva Convention by accident. Yes, there is that one. They failed at that one, didn't they?
How did they fail at the Geneva Convention?
You not heard about basic Nurse Redheart's initial?
I know what the convention is.
But yeah, Nurse Redheart's initial design had the Red Cross on it.
Oh, that.
And
yes.
basically, it's like it's not quite a war crime to have that on a non-military medical thing or something.
I remember.
If there's a criminal, we'll be.
So yeah, basically they had to change Nurse Redheart's design because she was against the Geneva Convention.
Being a Pegasus was not a crime.
She was in contravention of the Geneva Convention.
All Pegasi and unicorns are suspects, sir.
What's going on?
Another act of vandalism.
The Flight Academy mural has been vandalized.
I see.
Yes.
I was just about to say, you know, the fact that they've only done it to unicorns and Pegasi is suspicious, but then I just realised the one we've literally just done was Hitch.
Yeah, well, you got to give the perpetrator credit. They are at least.
They are an equal opportunities vandal.
Well,
Suspect is a Pegasus, and then their wings fell off.
Yeah, at least he'd be an equal opportunities employer.
Pony had a purple mane.
Purple. I mean, Zip's mane is. Oh, sorry, they're talking about Sunny. Are they?
Suspicious.
Pink fur this time. Got all the clues, but...
Oh, sorry, no, they're talking about Pip.
Yeah, go for Pip, but... Again, the wings fell off. I think this may have been a disguise.
Maybe. But a witness found these fake wings.
Oh, how could I?
Equality is when you equally mess with everyone. Yeah, there is that.
In any case, good detective work, Sonny. I'll confiscate those wings as proof.
I think I'll hold on to them, just in case.
Yeah, good idea. Keep it up. We are in danger.
So, to clarify something later, when I said that in some ways this story would have been better than the actual thing, I don't mean obviously the obviousness of Sprout's crime or the way it's playing out. I do mean I am taking allowances for how it's constructed to facilitate gameplay to a degree. When I say that,
yeah.
To be honest, I mostly just mean the general sentiment and the resolution of this.
Okay, I've got to have the cardboard wings on.
Yeah, those are the same. Well, not exactly the same.
But they're based
adult-sized
on the
versions.
Yeah,
the one she wore as a filly.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable.
That's the thing. I remember at one point I was trying for ages to find out who voiced Sunny as a filly, and I couldn't for the life of me. And it wasn't until I watched Bronies react where some of them said, it's that screechy adult woman trying to put it on that I was like, oh wait, that's Vanessa Hudgens still voicing her as a child.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
I thought her filly voice was brilliant.
Well, yeah. To be honest, it didn't like I have heard far worse.
Hipsters wear wings, apparently.
Because Boulder Media, Irish Animation Studio, did the movie, I watched as many interviews or whatever that they gave, which definitely revealed a fair share of interesting behind the scenes things. So with the voice cast, they really wanted their cast to sound, natural, not like they're putting on cartoon voices. You know what I mean?
Jesus Pony. We have found Jesus Pony. Sorry, we just got one walking on water there.
Yeah. Sorry. Did you hear what I was saying?
Yeah.
I
think
so. That among other things, the actor Ken Jeong, he voiced Spout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because he's Asian American, a lot of his roles often require him to put on a thick Asian voice and that sort of thing. So that's why when they specifically wanted him to use his natural voice for this, which obviously sounds pretty normal American because he's lived in America his whole life, things like that. Or the other example was the voice actor Phil Lamar. He voiced Alphabettle.
Right. Okay.
I'd say he's probably most well known for voicing Samurai Jack, but he's one of those people who does dozens of roles every year and has done so for like a few decades now. Hermes in Futurama will be another of his most well known roles.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so it's funny in an interview that someone from the Irish Film Board was doing with the director when the Irish Film Board guy brought up how when he met Phil Lamar at some convention and thought that his natural voice was so much more lovely than most of the cartoon voices he puts on. And since the G5 actors wanted to use their natural voice, that means his natural voice is probably pretty close to Alphabettle.
Sorry, Hawthorne saying I like the weird cough Sonya does when she bounces, so I'm bouncing a bit more just for fun.
I always found the fact that a professional voice actor while Kimoko Glenn, Ken Jeong, and Ken Jeong do a bunch of voice work, they are still on camera actors. So I was always a bit confused why they had Phil Lamar doing Alphabettle.
That's absurd. I'd never get my hooves dirty like that.
That's a solid
This is
alibi,
true.
I suppose. Just
Yeah.
try not to call too much attention, okay?
But that's what I like doing the most.
I like doing the opposite to that.
What's going
A lot.
Oh, hey, Izzy, you're alive.
To be and
And
billboards to
suddenly randomly appearing.
Alrighty. We're gonna need a bunch of
I mean,
paint then.
she is the sort of pony who would do that.
Yeah, that is actually true. Big Pinkie Pie energy.
But what I was saying was, Alphabettle's, role in the film was vastly different until pretty late in production. They redid the sequence in the tea room and came up with a dance battle pretty late. So I think it's Alphabettle originally was supposed to be a blind unicorn sage,
Yeah.
and had a bit of a kooky personality.
Floaty, and it's yours.
Cool, Floaty? You got it.
And this was to the point where the film's art director shared the color keys, which was dated to March 2020, and that is pretty much perfectly accurate to the film, except for the stretch in the Crystal Tea Room where instead of the dance game they go into Alphabettle's cave. So what that means is that they changed the alphabetical segment of the film when there was only a year and a half to go. For whatever reason. Anyway, so I suspect that the prior actor they had as alphabetical did not fit the new take they came up with on the character, and since they needed to cast someone in a hurry, they went with a professional voice actor. That's why I suspect. That makes sense, doesn't it?
It makes sense.
Because, you know, when you're if you're casting these, you know, bigger non-voice actor celebrity things, it's a longer process. Whereas professional voice actors, they'll just, you send the gig, they'll take it for scale.
Thank you so much. As promised, here you go.
Yeah, warning horse signs. I am a little concerned that we are basically doing favors for the, those aren't friendly signs they're painting right there, are they?
What? The warning signs, what's wrong with them?
Well, it's the whole sort of, you know, the no unicorns, no Pegasus signs that they're making.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see the wings and horns.
Sorry, yeah, but and you know, they've said I don't have anything against anybody. I just really like painting signs, and they just coincidentally happen to be painting rather racially charged signs.
Or somebody, I hear you're a racist now, Father.
Sorry, I just find that in chat. I hear you're a racist now, Father.
Oh, that's a
How did you get interested in that type of thing?
Well, there we go. We've just taken their paint off them, so that counts.
Any non-Brits or Irish, those are quotes from Father Ted. Probably the greatest Channel 4 comedy ever made.
It is pretty up there, yep.
You're getting pretty good at this.
That's not hyperbole. Sometime in the 2010s, there was like an official viewer-voted ranking countdown thing, and it was #1.
Ah, there we go then.
You can't argue with that.
Sonny, that bunny gang has scattered around the cove. They are hopping all over the takeoff runway. Herd them out of there and bring them here so the race can start.
And that would be an ecumenical matter.
Yeah, easy on the Father Ted quotes, people.
I don't know.
Yes, I know. I'm saying that. Har har.
Yeah, keep it family friendly Father Ted quotes. They do exist. There are some there.
Quite a lot, actually. I would honestly say in your average Father Ted episode, like 60, I would honestly say 60 or 70% of it is PG rated.
Yeah.
Like, no joke, on my DVD box set, some of the discs only have a 12 rating and some of them have a 15. So what that means is the ones with a 15 still probably only have 1 or 2 episodes that justify that rating, and that means the one with a 12 have nothing above that rating. So, you know. Anyway. Pat says Channel 4 doesn't have many other options, though. It's got plenty of options. If you look across its whole history. Oh, I mean, recently there's Dairy Girls. That's brilliant.
Not.
Have you ever
really
seen
watched that? I haven't
seen that, Dodge?
I haven't. No.
Oh, it's really funny.
I'll give it a look in. I'll give it a glance.
It's set in Northern Ireland in the 90s during the Troubles. So
oh, right.
It's primarily it is primarily a comedy about the you know, the teenage girls in the secondary school. People often say it's like a female version of the In-Betweeners, and I would say that is true. Well, except for the part where the In-Betweeners is the sort of show that as you get older you cringe at how immature it is, where Dairy Girls is like that, but you know, actually mature in its writing and well done. So you know, it works for an adult. But anyways, there are just enough of the general tone and mood of the Troubles and other historical events in the background that give it a nice grounding.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that one a look in, 'cause I've seen the trailers and stuff for it, but it's I've not got around to watch it. Mind to be fair, the amount of stuff on my I need to watch this list is vast.
Well, you know, since it's a British, well, Northern Irish show, but still Channel 4, there isn't that many episodes since it only had 3 seasons. It's like, you know, 20 episodes.
Fair enough.
Sweet.
There we go. We founded the bunny. We finded the bunny.
Those bunnies need some herding. Help them out of there.
Well, was that supposed to be a photo finish impression or something?
No, that was just a silly accent. There was no actual. There was no actual intention. Oh, many swear words.
I'm reminded of the time I asked you to do your best Marlon Brando on stream, and it was actually pretty good.
Some no respect. Right, let's try not.
You come here on the day of my daughter's wedding asking me a big favor.
You come here on the day of my daughter's wedding asking me to do you a favor. Okay, yeah, that was not my best Marlon Brando
probably sounded worse
impression,
just
actually.
because it's going through both the Discord call and then the stream.
Yeah, that was not my best. I'm not happy with the one I just did, but
Hey, at some point, either now or later, you would need to do that Zap Brannigan and Zip and Kif back and forth.
Awesome!
right. Right, so I get the. So I'm missing that, whatever it is. These two I unlock at another point. Let's see what the... Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, except now we're going more towards hippie than hipster. So, back to the scarf, I think.
What's the difference?
Ooh.
I probably sound like an idiot for asking that, I'm sure.
Hippies were more sort of the 1960s peace and love era thing.
Okay. Hipster.
Hipster is the I actually prefer those ones. You know, the check shirt, skinny jeans, braces, and beanies.
Okay, yes, I suppose so. So hippie is if you're being pedantic about it, hippie is more specifically referring to the counterculture movement of a specific point in time, whereas hipster is more just sort of a general sense of attire and look and lightness.
Yeah. I've just unlocked the pool floaty.
Hey! Oh, 10:30 already. How about that?
So yeah, you were. What was that we were saying about it? Should only take like an hour and a half.
Well, sorry. Those were the blind playthroughs I watched. I mean, they didn't have technical difficulties, but more importantly,
to the final race.
they're not, you know, stream talking.
You won't be able to beat me anyway. But as long as you don't fall into the ocean, you'll pass the test.
Challenge
ready, Sonny?
accepted.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think you can actually outpace her. Like, she's always ahead of you.
Oh, what? So it's like the mailman in Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah, but it's. I mean, she's basically leaving rings for you that you have to go through or whatever. I think.
Oh, okay.
So I know you gotta dodge the obstacles.
Okay.
And catch the rings. Go through the rings and dodge the obstacles.
Okay, I can do that. It's only a 3-lane thing. I can work with that.
Oh! There's no gradients between the lanes, so like this is literally a mobile endless runner.
Yeah, press right. There we go. Press left.
Well, except it's not endless.
Hey, it's Twilight Sparkle's balloon.
Is it? Actually, yeah, that's you know, pretty close.
Ah! I pressed the wrong button. Held the button.
Butterfingers.
Hold the button. Yay! I'm flying, Jack. Name.
It's is it just the friendship balloon? Knowing Hasbro, it probably is.
I don't know.
I know the train is the Friendship Express. You know, a funny thing about the train in Friendship is Magic is that in most episodes it's only like 6 or 8 carriages long, but in a select few it's like 20.
Yeah.
It's usually only 20 for episodes that are at least that are on it for prominent sections and thus need the room. Mystery on the Friendship Express is the obvious one, because that's the one where they need to sleep overnight on it.
But yeah, apparently, according to Hawthorne and Bridle, it's called the Twinkling Balloon.
Ah,
but Hawthorne has pointed out something far more important that basically is now Superman 64 time. Superman 64 in Pony.
Oh god, there's a game in that that's a bit like this, isn't there?
Yeah, basically Superman has to fly through a load of rings, and the problem is though it's with the Superman 64 controls, which are ridiculously bad.
You blew the score out of the water, so that's great. But so this proves that they did have the newer Sunny model, you know, because she has her different ponytail design and then rainbow streaks and everything. So
unlocked.
I mean, look, I am not complaining that they used the.
Right? I mean,
hold on. Oh,
well done. You earned your win.
Dramatic cutscene time.
In the name of the royal family.
Oh, disharmony time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Wait a second.
I recognize this. This is the background music from when Zip was doing her parkour and they were scared and going up the cliffs.
I've been better.
Magic failed for some reason.
Pegasi shouldn't even be in Maretime.
I'm sure a unicorn did it. They're dangerous.
Everything is going according to plan.
Sprout, is that you?
No, it's not me.
He's going back to Main Street. I'll catch him.
I'll catch him for 500.
You should be able to catch him because Sprout runs out of breath pretty easily. I don't think he works out on yoga.
I'll catch him for 500, and I'll kill him and mount him for 600.
What's that quote from again?
It's Jaws, but I messed up the quote, but it was something along those lines.
Okay. I much prefer. It would have been funnier if you did a quote where he charges Sunny is like extra to bring him in alive as opposed to dead.
Yeah. But of course, also there's the Simpsons one. Yeah, I'll catch him where it's Willie talking about getting everyone out of the cult. I'll catch him for 500, and I'll kill him for. Yeah, I'll catch him for 50 and I'll kill him for 100. No killing. All right, I'll kill him for free.
I forgot about that cult episode spoofing, well, officially all random cults, but really Scientology.
Yeah.
Can't you see
Spaceship
this is
people.
not who you are? Pegasi and unicorns. They have the same hooves and hearts and dreams as you.
I should have been wearing the fake horn for this bit.
We're our neighbors and friends. Together, Pegasi, unicorns.
It's the sad music from the film.
Brought back magic and made us all happy.
Listen to the hipster, every pony.
Sunny's theme.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, they turn around really easily.
And we'll catch him together.
The pony on the high platform speaks truth.
Wow, again, I hope this is showing
I was
up
just
more on
really
screen, 'cause I
invested
can
in the
barely see
background
any of
music
it.
there because I mean, Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale have a lot of problems, and it's going to be a bit pedantic, but I think the background music is actually a pretty big liability to it, because there's a term that they use in media, which is where a kid's show has very, I don't know what it's officially called, but they sometimes call it ADHD music, which basically just means that the music is, you know, constantly loud and changing notes and in your face to make sure that the kid's attention never drifts for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the background music for Tell Your Tale and Make Your Mark is pretty much like that. And It's also the kind of stuff that would get attached to anime dubs that
Sonny?
made their own music.
Gone into the old Cantor Logic factory. We have to chase him out. But every pony in town hates us now. Why bother?
No, it's okay. Their opinions have turned. Don't worry.
We just have to catch Sprout, and he'll explain it to every pony.
But we can't fly in without magic.
It was nice being here for a while, but we should
Wow,
probably go back
that-
to Zephyr Heights with Mom.
They're giving up
Place
really
where
quickly.
Ponies don't hate us.
This is not right. We need to fix this.
We have to do something. But how can we get past
Sonny,
the
it may be easier to take
I'll
you
look
seriously
around.
if you weren't dressed so
There
silly.
might be something.
And whose fault
But-
is that?
Hey, I'm okay looking silly. Right, so let's
So, they just had the music there where Sunny
Oh.
almost gives up after Hitch tells her,
Oh.
"I'm the only friend you got. Do you want to lose me too?" And Sunny just sits down sadly and then says after a moment, "I wish you were here, Dad."
Yeah, that bit as well. Sorry, they're going for the heartbreak here too. I mean,
Well, it's another thing that's really missing from Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale, which is,
There must be.
having a
Sorry, is it-
slow, quiet moment, an actual, genuine pathos. Pathos?
pathos.
Pathos, thank you.
Sorry, one more time for the heartbreak.
Yeah, to be honest, that's something kids media really needs to do more. Actually have a quiet, slow, sincere moment every now and then.
Thank you for trying, Sonny.
But it's too late.
It's not. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. It's okay. Everything's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
I don't like breaking the law, but if you found a way to jump that fence, I could look the other way.
Jumping the fence.
At least it's not a shock.
Okay, I will say it is a bit. It is a little, weird that weird / and or cheap that this section of the game is basically repeating that minute-long. I'm the only friend you got. Do you really want to lose me? 2-track, even as they're talking about their plan, and yet you still have this sad piano melody in the background. So sorry, mostly sad strings actually, not piano. Sorry, Dodge. You were talking earlier about not having watched more Make Your Mark because you needed to set up to do a reaction of it. But isn't it also the case that when you tried uploading the reactions, you did have they just get blocked and require far too many edits because it's Netflix stuff, and that is far stricter on clips.
I've not actually tried yet. That was my worry that was going to happen, but.
Okay, well.
Really fast? The rollerblades.
I mean, I have seen some of the MLP YouTubers that tend to upload film clips get some show clips in, but it definitely has not been anything like can pretty much upload the whole episode, even just in 3-minute chunks. It's only scattered bits. Like you can't watch Make Your Mark on YouTube. That is in any form, not fully.
Yeah, to be fair, with the way I do it, it is...
Yeah.
It is little bits here and there. It's not...
Oh yeah, I know. But it still could cause troubles. So you do have recordings of the first 2 chapters sitting on your hard drive?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose the only thing I can say is just try compiling the first one together and see what happens see how much trouble YouTube gives you trying to get it up.
The problem is I need to beat the procrastination as well.
Sonny, the bunnies will slow him down, but watch out yourself.
Okay, so yeah, basically be careful of more... What the... There is no way I was going to be able to get past that one. It had jumped at my point of jump. I couldn't have got under it. There was no way I was going to get over it.
That's fair, but Dodge. These follow the same patterns, though, so you just got to get. Yeah, there you go. See, Yeah, you're using all the different minigame skills.
That would have landed on me. See, that one. If I'd have jumped, then I'd have hit it. If going under it.
You know, since Sprout did hang out with Sunny a lot in his childhood, it would fit that he would have done. He probably would have done some skating in his time with her. So
yeah, makes sense. Oh, this is going badly. I'm missing. I'm hitting bunnies.
I seem to recall at least some G5 comics positioned Hitch as not a good skater, which, you know, what? Like he was, you know, terribly clumsy, like he'd never done it before.
There we go, made that
anyway,
one.
This is not a good look for Sprout. He has gotten himself caught in the roller skating equivalent of a high-speed bullet-style chase. If anyone didn't get that, Bullet is a 1968 movie starring Steve McQueen that's mostly famous for having one of the best car chases on film ever made.
Ah, okay. Yeah. He was a skater boy.
Like, it's the sort of thing, like, you know, even if you don't want to watch the film, look up Bullet car chase on YouTube. It's brilliant.
Sprout was a skater boy. He said something. That's it. That's the whole song. That went badly.
Why won't you ever stop?
Oh!
I was gonna say the same thing.
Well, that happened.
Oh, Izzy done a violence.
Well, we know.
And I still made it. Okay, so
Pinky's descendant.
Yeah. Pinky was not.
Pinky had a bit of a narcissistic streak at times.
She was a bit of a. She had a bit of a fiery temper occasionally.
Actually, like this.
It's okay. We are not going to hurt you.
You're not?
No.
No, you won't feel a thing.
Normal. But that's what I want. The last months have been so weird and overwhelming. So much magic and strange ponies everywhere. I just...
Sprout, change is hard. I'm normally not fond of things I can't control either.
But sometimes change is a good thing. And it brings the best out of us, if we open our hearts to it.
Zip!
We're not going to hurt you. Again.
Magic is coming back!
Some changes are great, like a little touch of makeup.
Or glitter!
Or
Yeah, go on.
like
Give Sprout a little touch of makeup. I'm sure he'd like it.
I guess I was being a little overdramatic, wasn't I? So, you're not?
Being right there with you, dude.
Buddy, as long as peace is back in Maretime Bay.
We'll all be friends.
Where the heck is the lighting? This is Twilight time, apparently. Twilight time.
No.
Let's dance!
There we go. Friendship is still magic. Right, there we go. That was the main body of the game. I've still got to go through a few bits and try and 100% it. Got some extra stars to get. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
So, I guess to elaborate on something I was sort of saying earlier. So, like, obviously, I do not mean that this game's story is actually better than Make Your Mark Special. It's customized for the gameplay, and it's pretty much, you know, okay, well, but I suppose it's the general, you know, sentiment behind it. Like, put it this way, when you have a movie and then you have, you know, your pilot for your show, it very much should be about, you know, how are the characters adapting to the new normal. And Make Your Mark Chapter 1 does have a bit of that. I would not say done well, but that's beside the point. Full cast there. Actually, that's more than that's more than the Make Your Mark does. It only credits the key cast, and everyone else is just under additional voices, so you know a few from there. Anyway, so Dodge, you remember I was saying earlier about why did the special not just use Sprout instead of making up Posy Bloom? And like, look, I'm not saying anything against all the Posy Bloom fanboys, but it just results in this weird thing where it's like the show doesn't even want to acknowledge that part of the movie.
Enjoy the mini games again.
And I suppose, look, the other thing is, like, it is My Little Pony. Characters should be forgiven, and it just feels a little weird to ignore that character where, yeah, he did stir up stuff and damage the lighthouse. But let us not forget that in Friendship is Magic, they forgave a nuclear terrorist from almost destroying the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, look, can you tell me with a straight face that it's okay to forgive Starlight and not Sprout?
No, yeah, that is a good point.
Like sometimes what people will say, well, yeah, but Sprout doesn't want forgiveness. Well, yeah, well, a character doesn't want forgiveness. Well, yeah, but that's only because the show writers wrote him as not wanting it. That's, you know.
Hey, there we go. Got a yay, Ratty.
Oh, wait, Hawthorne, did you not know the dancing gifts came from this game? Oh, I thought everybody knew that. You've been using those for months.
Yeah, I didn't know they were from the game either, to be fair.
Oh, well, yeah, but like Hawthorne has been using those gifts for ages, though.
Yeah, but again, you don't have to know where they come from. Just if you find them. And...
No, that's fair.
Right, where are? Okay, so oh wow, okay, there are a lot of stars left to get.
Oh yeah, no, you're only missing about 86, and about 30 of them were in this area.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is you have enough stars to have unlocked, you know, all the customizables for Sunny in every different category.
Okay, I can't use my...
You know, I'm sure I've asked you this before, but, you know, it's been so long. Who was your favorite of the main 5 in the film?
See, that is a really tough question for me because I do really like all of them.
I mean, to be honest, myself, Sunny, Izzy, and Hitch, I like them all. I like them all plenty well to the point that, I mean, I could rank them, but it would be basically shaving it.
Yeah. If I had to pick a favorite, I would say Izzy. You know, if I had no choice but to pick a favorite, I would say Izzy.
Like, wait, Hitch has by far the best character arc, and was so much better than the snarky token male that we all thought he was going to be. That, you know, that really means a lot.
Yeah.
Izzy in the film could have been an annoying Pinkie Pie clone, but wasn't. And well, look, I'm not going to judge anyone who actually likes Pip, but look, to me, she just represents the kind of modern late 2010s, early 2020s influencers to kids that really should not be role models at all, and are the kind of people I put active effort into avoiding in real life.
I just realised where a good portion of those stars are going to be. It's in the mini game.
It's going to be. Oh well, yeah, but a thing, Dodge. When you're going around these areas, it tells you how much you're missing in each area.
Yeah. So none in here.
Yeah, well that's good. So we'll be able to see along the way to the second bunny and crab herding minigame.
Got all
if
these.
we're missing any in the city. 496. Oh, we got them all here.
Yep.
I was sure we'd miss some in Main Street because it's the biggest area. Awesome.
Ironically, the one I didn't have any trouble with. Oh.
Yeah.
Spronk is back here.
Hey, Sonny.
What do you have to say?
Do you want to try and race again?
So,
because you know.
Yeah, you know what? Go on. Let's have another race where you slam into a where you get kicked in the face with a billboard at the end.
3, 2, 1, go! Jump with this button to dodge the traps, if you can.
See, now the thing is, now that this is just a friendly race, the bits...
Why is it at nighttime?
Well, A, why is it at nighttime? And B, the bits where everyone else interferes, that is in fact now just them cheating so that I can win.
Well, I think when you're replaying this, we'll see in a moment, but I think when you're replaying this, you don't get the cutscenes of them, you know, throwing the bunny ins. They just come from nowhere.
Okay, fair enough. No, here we go.
Actually, I was wrong.
But watch out yourself.
Yeah, no, here we are. So basically, we've agreed to a friendly race, and everyone is cheating to give me a chance. Right.
But again, I suppose it's easy to say why would you couldn't. It's easy to say you couldn't even take the 10 minutes to write the code. Well, sorry, you couldn't even take the maybe 10 minutes, a few hours, not that much time to write the code to not play it when you play it that way. And it's easy to say that, but like. These games like this are hard to make. They are given a very small crew, a very small budget, and very little time.
Again, that I suppose I would raise the point of The Spirit and the Mouse, which was a game made by I think the studio was 2 people, and they made the game because they like rodents and wanted to make a game with a rodent protagonist.
Like, speaking of which, like the
Cheating
credits for
is
that
magic.
game were really short. The credits were really short, weren't they? Which shows, how small a studio made this game.
Yeah.
And of course, one of those screens was voice actors, and at least another must have been, executive people who didn't actually make the bloody thing. So.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a funny thing. Whenever you have a small game like this, you'll always find more of the credits is taken up by people who didn't actually work on the game, but are associated in some manner than people who did. Especially in the area of mobile gaming, like Budge Studios in Canada, who are one of the more active mobile freemium games, they've made quite a few MLP games, but a studio like that has lots of people, but little teams working on each game. So you always have a giant QA section because all of QA can touch it, but every other department is small because it's only the people who are actively on that game.
Sorry again.
I have weird things that I notice, like the length of QA sections and credits. Don't judge me.
I wouldn't judge on something like that.
Oh no, that wasn't for you. That was for the comments.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
Anyone watching back the VOD.
Fair enough.
Play.
I have
Exit. Audio.
got all of these, haven't I? Play, exit, audio. But yeah. With the context that time it was just a friendly race between a couple of ponies who had started getting on. That whole, the bunnies getting in the way and stopping him, and all my friends coming along to slow him down. That was just cheating then, and getting smacked in the face with a billboard at the, Izzy smacking him in the face with a billboard at the end of it, that does not scream friendly race to me.
Oh, I haven't made a quote in ages. I could make another one. Billboard, have you seen the damage a billboard can do? Come plug your face into the cemetery.
Izzy'd be a good guard in Takeshi's castle with them billboard skills. Yeah,
Takeshi's castle?
Have you not seen Takeshi's Castle?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's a Japanese game show, which in and of itself should tell you quite a bit that you need to know about it. But it's basically 100 people start, and they've got challenges that they've got to get through. And along the way, there's all sorts of things trying to, all the other guards as well, trying to stop them from completing these challenges by, bashing them out of the way or grabbing them and throwing them into the water that means they fail and that sort of thing.
This just sounds like one of these nutty Japanese game shows that sometimes American TV takes the piss out of.
It is. It absolutely is.
I've never watched any of those shows, but I've seen parodies on. There was one on Regular Show, and then of course there was that one on The Simpsons where they get stuck in Japan.
Yeah.
And don't they have to get the tickets from a rope bridge on a volcano or something? But it just turns out to be slime, and they go back out. And they basically said, "We did that to make fun of you." And Homer says, for shame," and the guy acts ashamed, and as soon as they leave, he just goes back to normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much that. Have a look at look up some Takeshi's Castle on YouTube. You will see exactly what it is.
All that mad stuff. It's like the Japanese equivalent of what was that game show in the 90s? Legends of the Hidden Temple or something in America?
Let's herd
Like
some
that.
critters.
Nah, that's not ringing a bell for me. I'll have to.
Well,
I'll
maybe
have to look
there's
that
one
one up.
that any Yanks watching this back will get, even though we don't. Oh, alright, now.
Right, let's try this again. Let's play it a little bit more tactically this time. Let's grab all the crabs first.
Have you
work
not
on the
been
bunnies.
trying to play it tactically?
No, I've been trying to just do it.
Oh great, you didn't stop to think what you were doing, you just went crashing in and to hell with the consequences.
Welcome to my world.
But yeah, you might say, but that's not a fun way to play the game. Discord, you're no fun.
Ah, yeah.
You know, that's probably one of those things that he probably only says in Friendship is Magic, like maybe 2 or 3 times, but it's such a great response of Discord to anyone not finding his, you know, shape-shifting chaos magic funny, that it's the kind of thing that you think he says a lot more than he does.
Yeah. To be fair, it also smacks a lot of Q. That quote.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I really don't know my Star Trek, but I know all about Discord being a Q analog, though.
Yeah.
Not knowing Q, to be honest, my biggest point of comparison for Discord is just a genie, but, you know, not really on the good guy side.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's enough for all. You know, the artists at DHX must have had so much fun being able to come up with all the visual gags for Discord, because, you know, like and those kind of shows made in Canada that are, you know, they're written in America, and so they don't really have any direct authority on the script, except that which is natural to make changes of in voice recording and storyboarding, which isn't much. So whenever there's an area that basically allows them to, you know, go for broke when it comes to visual nuttiness, it must be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that they don't contribute a lot to what makes the show good. They absolutely do, and even when Discord is not on screen, they add lots of visual business and details and everything that make it great.
Come on. No.
Oh, no.
I was so
You should have gone for the pumpkin. You would have saved yourself some time.
I should have gone for the pumpkin. That was so close.
Okay.
14 points of success.
No, dodge.
Oh, I want to swear. I really want to swear right now.
Do it. Just say what the hey then.
No, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do it. That has left me so peeved. I'm sorry, I went there.
I love it. I mean, look, if Fluttershy can say it in a TVY show, it's okay for this.
Do you feel like hurting again?
Anyway, so I suppose only thing I would add is, you know, if there's a pumpkin there, don't miss nabbing the time bonus.
1, go!
Yeah, maybe don't tell me to go and then
be easy to think I'll get the pumpkin when I get the last thing, but you know, sometimes that could lead to you missing it.
Yeah.
Like the pumpkin will always end up being a benefit, so most times out of 10 I would usually try and get it first.
The problem is that the pumpkin gives you like what, 10 seconds? If it takes 12 seconds to get it, then
well, sorry, not if it. Sorry, I don't mean get the pumpkin on its own. Do try and get it with other things.
Yeah.
A trick, if you can, with the pumpkin, when you like you know when you let go of it, it still rolls. So if you get a feel for how close you need to get it to then go off and go for the next bunnies while it rolls in itself, that sort of thing, you know, let the momentum carry it.
That's what I've That's what I was trying to do. That's what I tried to do with the first ones.
Yeah, I know you're trying.
But this time, I, to be fair, half the time I kind of... Seriously? The crabs knocked the pumpkin out of the way.
Okay, this is good progress.
Went the wrong way.
You know, this is the kind of game where you're going along and you think you're probably missing lots of stars, but then you finish it and realize, oh, actually, that area's done. That area's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they didn't. It's put this way: if on the one end of Collecticons you've got like your Donkey Kong 64s, on the other end you have things like this.
But
I don't know if you've ever played Donkey Kong 64, but it's notorious for...
I have, yes, and
it's notorious for just having, like, so many collectibles that it just, after a while, does not end up being fun.
Yeah,
to the point that devs after it, you know, just scaled back on overdoing it on collectathons.
Seriously? Bunnies? Missed that one. I don't think we're going to get this pumpkin. No, I keep running around the pumpkin. Okay, now I'm going to need the pumpkin if I want to get this, because... There we go. Now we're going to get the pumpkin.
Oh.
And we... There. Yeah, we're not going to get this one.
Uh-oh.
You can do it, Dodge! I don't think I can at this point.
Well, I mean, when Hawthorne wrote that was like...
Yeah,
you know, 2 minutes ago.
that was a while ago, but I think that may have been disproven.
Oh, you can tell I've never done a Discord call and watched a stream at the same time because I'm just checking my Mac's information, and I do not think I've ever seen its temperature at that number.
Oh. Nah, we ain't gonna make this. Cool. Well, unless I can get another 50 points in 1 second. Okay, no, that was my bad. I messed up that one in a lot of places.
Well, look, you were close enough that I think we should get it in just another try or two.
Yeah.
Wait, are all the stars you're missing on this game?
I don't think they're all on this game, but I think they're all in this area. Yeah, I get it. Thank you. You don't need to give me the tutorial.
Of course, when we last checked the stars, that was when you were like, you had 50 or so stars from this game. Since you got up to 500 and whatever, it's not as many now.
Right, okay. Crabs first. Preferably not jumping straight into the mud. Oh, come on. We had all the bunnies.
So actually, you know, I'll wait until you're done. Let you concentrate.
I messed that up as well. I had all the bunnies in tow and I failed to... Okay, so on levels without mud, just go for the bunnies. The crabs will come.
Yeah, the crabs don't move as fast. Oh yeah, yeah, that was perfect. Chef's kiss. Yeah, I love it when you get a whole line of bunnies and crabs, and it's just like a giant line of lemons. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Ever played one of those? Ever played a Lemons game?
Oh yeah, I've played the Lemmings game. I mean, I've played the original Lemmings games.
Oh wow. I think I played a Lemmings on mobile, which obviously must have been early enough.
Right. Yeah, not gonna get that. Not gonna make that pumpkin, I'm afraid. Boing. Oh.
Oh.
Did we get the pumpkin? I think we got the pumpkin.
I think so. I'm wondering if that's another. Kids were upset that the pumpkin didn't roll in time, so they made it so it would count it up until the screen literally rolled away. Which, hey, you know, good for us.
Hey, Outcast.
Okay, we're on a good roll here. Let's keep calm.
Oh, this is going well.
Yes. Come on, you only need to get 525. That's it!
We've done it! We've got the bunnies!
You know, this reminds me of when I watched one of those like impossible Mario Maker videos, and some Japanese person did it, and when it finished, they just screamed "Yatta! Yatta!" and they just kept saying "Yatta" as they, you know, well, there was no camera footage, but as they were clearly, you know, collapsing into their chair. Yatta just being Japanese for "I did it."
Ah, okay.
Sorry, did you not know that before I explained
I
it?
didn't. I did not know that.
Ah.
But there we go. Okay, so that time sort of smashed the score a bit. Hey, little sis. Little rat, come out for a snuggle.
Hey, what did I say? Skater, she does the yoga, girl keeps herself fit.
Yeah. Nice try. You tried to squeeze.
Yeah, you know, one thing's for sure. If Sunny and Unicorn Twilight were racing each other in a hoof race, Sunny would flatten Twilight.
Yep.
Because I mean, look, the show doesn't say that she's unfit, but let's be real. If it was realistic, she would not be very fit.
Outcast, it's just Rat now. It's just Little Sis, I'm afraid.
Oh, Outcast 1988.
Not
regular
not
watcher of yours?
Was a while ago. Yeah, look, took a bit of a break, but back now apparently. But yeah, hey, Little Sis. You've given yourself squeak ups again. Right, let's see how shy we are now.
Play.
We are missing about... We're missing about 16.
16.
Feel like hurting?
Ah, no.
And they're
no.
all in this area.
Yep.
Well, that's good. We don't have long to roam to find them. If it's 16, it could very well just be one alcove that has pretty much all of them.
Yep.
Or something.
So yeah, let's can hear the squeaks. That's good.
I'll tell
yeah,
you.
this is, hang on. Yeah, let's get a bit of ratty ASMR going if we can.
The thing about trying to make
hang on,
any 3D game when you're on a very shoestring budget is that it's a lot of work because you know, designing everything, designing, texturing the assets, the hitbox, checking that, you know, there isn't collision things everywhere. And for a lot of space, that in terms of how much the user is playing it, you end up covering very quickly. And like, you know, that's how, you know, you have a game like this that it has a decent amount of areas, but is done really quickly. Because after a while it's like, okay, how much more activities can we get out of here without just repeating mini games and assets? Not unlike 2D and 3D animation, a 3D game just requires so much more effort for the relative same payoff in terms of how much content time it takes to play it, you know. 1936 is such a weird total number of stars to have. I'm gonna guess there's no real significance to it, and it was just not the way they added up. Well,
but you know, considering that they were leaving stars around, they could have just left a few more in a couple of different areas and rounded it up to like 1950 or 2000. Or just a round number. Heck, 1900. Take a few out. 1900.
Wait, is this a different area you're in now, or is it the same? Like,
no, it's still the same area. The town park.
Okay,
it's a circle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
so in fact,
we'll
I
just
could have got,
use that to make sure that we're still in the area when we're looking. Okay.
But yeah, Outcast. That was squeak ups. When little sis was squeaking there, that was squeak ups, which is frequently an emotional response. They when they get emotional, they get squeak ups. Ratties do.
Okay, but we just seem to be going in circles, and I'm not seeing nothing.
Yeah, there's like an area I've missed or something. That's gonna have the last of them in.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet a small amount of my protoplasma that all 16 of them will be in the same area.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is Hitch's bunny herding game definitely the only game that we didn't get full marks on?
Now I'm not sure.
Cadet Star Scout, welcome back. I see that you're using the high-speed.
This game looks well done. It is surprisingly well done for something that was essentially rushed out by a small team.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, this game released the day before Make Your Mark started.
Oh. No. Wait, what? I haven't done this before. This is a different... Oh. That's going to cost me. But this is a different track to the one we ran earlier. I swear it.
Not bad, Cadet. You're almost flying already.
Okay. But...
Well...
That was what we needed. Oh, there we go. Wings
that...
Cadet. That was a secret one that we hadn't done. Because I just got the achievement for completing the secret obstacle course in the park.
Wait, weirdly, I saw the achievement on our stream, but I didn't see it on the Twitch stream. Is that normal?
I
could have just missed it.
What happened?
No, like like when your little Steam notification pop up, you got an achievement.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I don't. I don't have those show up on stream on Twitch. You got it because I was sharing my
is that a setting you can choose, or is that you have no control over?
No. Basically, I usually just stream because on like OBS and Streamlabs you can select what gets streamed and what doesn't. I just stream.
Oh yeah.
The game and my
OBS,
overlays for it. So it doesn't
only for recording, not for streaming. But
yeah,
close
but
enough.
Yeah, the Steam overlay doesn't get included in that.
Gotcha. Anyway, so.
But yeah, there we go.
Anyway, that seems to be it. Did we get all the? If I remember looking through the achievement list, I think other than that, the rest are all story based. I'm not sure.
I actually don't know. Hang on, let's open up. Let's open up Steam and.
Yeah, we should be able to check there because I mean, if we have them all, then I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So.
Zen says this game is worse than Spyro to 100%. He must have been saying that when we were going in circles.
Yeah. To be fair, hiding it behind a secret obstacle course that you gotta talk to someone to get to. Where are we? I'm looking for.
I bet the logic of it is that the overwhelming majority of kids won't have got full marks on the first version of it, so they'd end up having to go back to Zoom to redo it later anyway.
But yeah, no, there we go. That's. I think that's all the achievements.
Awesome.
View the achievements. Yeah, no secret achievements. I'm gonna have to fiddle with the with the color and lighting on my telly now because I've got the game looking playable, but the rest of everything I want to do is all faded and unsaturated. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, looks like we'll be ending the stream early tonight, and I'm actually going to get to go to bed at a reasonable time.
Sorry, I'm a bit late to the party, but I was just looking at an achievements list online, and yeah, apart from getting all the stars or whatever they're called, all the others are just for story-based checkpoints that you can't really miss.
Yep. So yeah, there we go. Right, that has 100%ed this, and it only took what an hour and a half longer than most people usually take.
No. To be fair, well, this would definitely be under 2.5 once we factor out the starting technical difficulties.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And the stopping to chat to.
Yeah.
Well, chat.
Yeah, I would say if you were just playing this alone without chat, but still had as much difficulty with repeating the games, this would probably have been, I'd say, just shy or just north of 2 hours, I would guess.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for donating that, Mike.
Well,
Mr. Ghost.
I would have, if I'd played it myself, it would have just, been a solo thing and then sat on my Switch drive and done nothing much ever again. I mean, okay, even if you don't ever play it ever again, we've had a great time, and the video's up for all of our friends who didn't catch it now to catch it later, for anyone else who wants to. And it was really great to chat with you, mate.
And to be fair, I probably will end up playing this a few more times when I just want to be sunny for a little bit. But there we go.
Hey! I give her a lot of flack for being vanilla bland in the show, and I'm not going to claim she's some sort of great animated protagonist to the film, but certainly as far as her design goes, they really nailed making her cute, have a good balance of cute, cool, and just a little sass.
Mini games.
Sorry, Hawthorne has redeemed one of my Twitch redeems. Take the damn compliment. You are best, Sonny. Thank you, Hawthorne.
There's one thing of note in the mini games. Yeah. So you can play any mini game with 1 or 2 players, and you can use any of the 6 main. Well, sorry, Sprout isn't in the main 6 now. It is. The only catch is that the flying mini games can only be done with Sunny, Pip, and Zip.
That does kind of make sense. Go on, let's have a little bit of a dance. A little bit of an Izzy dance.
I swear, I keep thinking that's It's Alright that they used for the Sunny and Alphabetal's dance battle. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So when we were playing through them, it was only ever the bunny herding mini games that you had trouble with. All the others you got 3 stars on the first time. I just remembered something. They announced, the developer / publisher of this game announced there will be a second one.
Oh.
I don't remember when it's supposed to come out. If maybe it was just next year or the year after, but and it may not even look like this at all because you know how they haven't renewed Make Your Mark, so Tell Your Tale will be the only G5 show next year.
Okay.
Did you know that, Dodge, or was that news?
I didn't actually know that. That was news.
Okay.
But to be fair, I'm okay with Tell Your Tale being the only thing. I was okay with Pony Life.
Yeah, apart from anything else, Tell Your Tale, you'll have less trouble from the copyright police.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But I think they're... you know how Tell Your Tale, it's 5-minute episodes, and it's far less about the views they get initially than it is the compilation videos Hasbro posts every day. You know, the kind that they just parents plonk their kids in front of to zombie for a few hours or whatever. So, it's very designed for the YouTube algorithm, if you get me. So given that, it's not surprising that that it has done better than the Make Your Mark show that was ostensibly supposed to be, a normal scripted show, but was very mangled by both the 3D budget and writing things. Like, in some press releases, Hasbro has shown stats that Tell Your Tale has had far better retention rate and resulted in better sales, in toy sales in terms of branding. I don't know how true that is, but it definitely is true once you factor in the budget. I would not be surprised if your average Tell Your Tale episode, if your average number of Tell Your Tale episodes that are the same length as a Make Your Mark episode probably only costs about 10% as much to animate. I would absolutely believe that.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much easier to make 2D, even 2D web animation look good, or at least passable for professional stuff on cheap budget than it is CG stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a lot. When it comes to animation Make Mark, it's not even just that it's CG. A lot of it comes from the fact that, on the one hand, they had the movie assets, which that gave them a decent bit of high quality assets to start with, which is great. But that also means that other assets have to be designed in the same style, and it's got to follow the same visual look as the movie, but it can only do a sort of a cheater's version of it because they don't have the time. They don't have the time to do nuanced character animation. They don't have the time to give each frame hours in the rendering farm. The list goes on and on, to be honest. Like it could, if it had been a CG show that didn't use the movie assets but could design its own look, it honestly might have looked better even without that head start. Does that make sense?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. It does, yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, in some ways, what it's doing is a lot of Disney Renaissance shows back in the day would get TV shows based on them, and obviously, those characters were designed to be animated at feature animation productions, so they're going to look really off animated in TV character animationness. So it's the same thing, characters and assets that are designed for one style being put into another without being changed. More recent Disney films that have had shows based in them, like Tangled or Big Hero 6, have gone for completely different art styles, which suits them much better. That's one reason why, having gone through this, I would be pretty willing to bet that G6 will probably return to being 2D animation altogether once again, I would guess.
Yeah, very likely. But again, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But sorry, Hawthorne's just said, I don't understand the perspective in the flying section. It looks like you're rising into the sky. It does, the way they've...
Sprout's rollerblading chase.
Yeah, and also I have had another one. I've had someone else redeem the Take the Damn compliment. Outcast, thank you. You're an absolute king. Thank you. I would very much like to argue, but I can't because you spend the points to redeem.
I suppose kid shows CG animation for kid shows is most common for preschool shows where the kids, their perception abilities, they're not good enough at reading human body language, so they can't really tell the difference between budget deficiencies in those shows if they can't do it in real life, But obviously MLP isn't a preschool show, no matter how young it skews. We dancing as Pip now? You're roller skating?
No, Hawthorne said do the Sprout Chasers Sprout, but unfortunately it's as expected. Sprout is the one that it won't let you. The only one it doesn't let you.
That's the one exception. Yeah, in reality, Pip should not be able to catch Sprout because her legs are much shorter.
Yes, but on the other hand, she should be able to. She would be able to at least double jump and flap a bit. This still won't make sense as Pip. Nope, good point. Whoa, that was a double jump. I don't know what happened there, but I did just double. I high jumped somehow there.
An interesting quirk is that you know how Zip is the one in the movie who really wanted Flight back?
Yeah.
But in the follow-up media, both 2D and 3D, Pip is the one that, you know, if the characters are just walking and someone is, you know, bobbing along, it will be Pip, not Zip.
Yeah.
Now, but we all know why they're doing that. It's for good composition sometimes, so she can be at the same eye level as them. But
Yes.
it's just interesting because you know how in Fim, Rainbow Dash was always often floating along in walking scenes with the main six, but that was a character trait because she lives for the air.
Yeah.
So it's just
And
interesting
most
that Pip
of
does
the time when
but
that happens,
Zip,
it was in...
Zip wanted to fly so badly, but she seems content with walking on the ground a lot of the time.
I just twice I have now jumped over the horseshoes.
It's an interesting dichotomy with Pip. When her design was first revealed, you know, the interesting things, her main style partially, but especially she has this golden hairpiece that almost looks like the kind people used to wear in ancient Greece, a bit.
Right, yeah, I know.
I thought, are they going for an ancient Greek motif with this character? And she also had the fluffy downy wings, which I later learned was a deliberate throwback to 1920s fashion. So those were interesting visual quirks. But they don't really have much to do with her influencer personality, do they?
Hitch's bunny
Nah.
Pip Pip dance parade.
Okay, so there was no cheating, no bashing Sprout in the face with a...
Bunny and crab herding class. Pip Pip dance parade.
Go on, we've got to do a bit of dancing as Pip, haven't we? And then Sprout. And then something with Hitch. Got to do bunny herding with Hitch.
3, 2, 1, go!
And then I will call the stream. Then I'll call it and go to bed. Yay, Pip dance!
Yeah.
I'll try and do it properly this time because this is Pip. She's supposed to be able to dance.
To recite something I was saying, Dodge, if when you want to upload this thing to YouTube, but you know we want to cut out some of the beginning and ending faff out. If you don't have a video editor, you can send it to me and I'll chop them out and send it back.
Oh, I do.
Or do any edits you want.
I will do that. It's okay. I appreciate the offer, but I'll be able to do that because I have got
a video editor.
I've actually got a few video editors now.
Only
one of them that I know how to use, and
like
that's one that
didn't
keeps
have one.
crashing.
Earlier,
Sorry?
you made it sound like you were able to do everything you needed to do just with Twitch, like extracting highlights and all that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, no. I have got what it needs. It's just a faff sometimes is all. What are you doing there, little sis? I can't
It's got some angry expressions on her there. Don't know what's going on.
I can't unhear the Five Nights at Freddy's cheering.
I'm sure that a sound effect wasn't made for Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, but
they're just notorious for it.
Stock sound effect, but it was made popular by Five Nights at Freddy's.
In what context does it use the children cheering?
When you survive the night, you get the children cheering sound. That's it. If you survive the night and make it to 6 AM, you get the children cheering sound.
That's a yikes.
Yep. And it is that actual sound.
Oh, the other thing. So if and when they release the follow-up game to this, let's try not to wait a year and a half after it comes out to stream it.
Yeah, mea culpa. They also use that cheer in the Stanley Parable. Yes! I remember that. Where was that?
Hitch's bunny herding
I watched that stream of yours, I should remember.
I have asked you nicely that we do not do the cable chewing, okay?
You know, I've just realized something. You have 5 mini games here, and it's almost like one's corresponding to each of the non-story mode characters, except for the fact that Hitch basically has 2 herding games. Izzy technically doesn't have a game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pip got the dancing, Zip got the flight, Sprout got the ending game 1, Hitch gets 2 herdings. Izzy ain't got nothing.
2, 1, go!
Aw, poor girl.
Yeah, to be fair, Izzy had a bigger part in the game than most everyone else.
Did she?
Yeah, you know, she was the one guiding you to do the unicycling to fix the, oh, little...
I don't know, most of the game tended to bounce between you going between all of the rest of the main 4 to the point that the cast was... Well, okay, apart from the fact that it took ages for Zip to show up, it was pretty well evenly balanced.
Darn it. See, I'm not gonna get nearly as many points now as what I managed in the game, in the actual game, am I?
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You're just playing for fun.
Yeah. Still, you know, it's gonna be embarrassing though. So right,
the funny thing is, I've been using my personal hotspot for this whole stream just because our Wi-Fi's been iffy lately, and I didn't want to risk the connection dropping midway through.
I hope I haven't cost you a small fortune in data charges there.
Look, I don't know what my actual data limit is, but I have not. Let me see. I've still only used 18.7 gigabytes since I last reset my statistics, and that was maybe about half a month ago. Look.
As long as you haven't used all that tonight, it's fine.
No, oh no, that wasn't tonight. I would honestly guess tonight was only maybe 3 or 4 gigs. I closed pretty much every other tab that I didn't need in relation to this stream, just to keep it down.
Fair enough. Oh, no, bunnies in the holes. Excuse me. But I got the pumpkins. I got the pumpkins this time.
I'm trying to remember. Not this year. Last year they had a Tell Your Tale short, a Thanksgiving Tell Your Tale short, and I'm just trying to remember what did they call their version of it, because I can't remember. Because Fim never had anything Thanksgiving themed, so they couldn't just steal Nightmare Night.
Oh yeah, okay. Didn't even make the 525.
That's a shame.
Right, okay, so what shall we do with Sprout? Shall we see...
Pip Dance Parade. Bunny and Zip Sprouts roller.
So I'd like to see Spronk trying to fly, but no.
So literally your only choices are either dancing or herding.
Dancing or herding, yeah. Let's go. Let's give him a bit of a dance off, shall we?
3, 2, 1.
Ah, Harvest and Hugs Day apparently.
Oh, Harvest and Hugs Day. Well, Hearts and Hugs Day. That is.
Oh, he looks so happy. Okay, yeah, he needed this. He looks so happy.
Yeah, if nothing else, them offering friendship is maybe showing how he can be turned good if he's not influenced by his mother's influence. We'll go with that.
Too wrong. Sorry, Sprung.
It's an interesting thing I've noticed is that the trailers and promotion for a new generation, I always find it interesting to know for an animated film or whatever, which characters or elements are used more in the marketing than relative to everything else than the actual film, and vice versa. An obvious example is a lot of the media was having Sunny, Izzy, and Pip as the big three to sell. But in the film, Pip is the least prominent of the main five due to not coming into the story until late and not being on the good guys team working with them until over halfway through. Anyway, Hitch and Phyllis, and to be honest,
okay, Hitch could have done without a knife of that. Sorry, Sprunk.
Sorry, not Hitch. Sprout and Phyllis, and to be honest, almost anything that dealt more directly with the whole fear-mongering and racial segregation aspect was barely touched on in the advertising. Like in the trailer, Sprout only appeared once in the back, walking into a door when Hitch said unicorn attack, and that's all he appeared in the trailer. And Phyllis literally did not appear in the trailer at all. So I think I have to wonder if towards the end of production, Hasbro were like, we can't do much with. We're not so sure about leaning into this whole aspect. Let's downplay it and let's not use these characters in that aspect again, because it's a bit of a yikes to dwell on. Because I mean, when you're having a kid property like that and you're having to quote unquote tackle things like fear mongering, it's a dicey thing to handle when you have executives and you're aiming for a property that young. And the short answer is that you basically don't go at it beyond a basic surface level thing.
There we go, right.
Hitch's bunny
Done some of the mini games with everyone. Everyone's had a go at the
rollerblading chase. Hitch's bunny
mini games bit. So yeah, right. Well, I think it's now 20 to midnight, so I think it's actually a fair time to call it.
Yeah. We've been streaming for almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which is normal for you, I gather.
Yeah. I've actually held off on the daytime streams for a while, but in the evenings, yeah, I'll still regularly go from 8 till midnight, so...
I suppose because you're not doing a daytime stream, you feel okay about going a bit longer?
Yeah, it helps. Plus, my sleep patterns have gone again. So even if I didn't stream until even if I didn't
for me to finish though, because got work in the morning.
Right, yeah, okay, but yeah, right. Well, Mike,
I wouldn't be in bed at this point anyway, but I would be getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah, no, that is fair enough. But yeah, I mean, just to say that even if I didn't stream until like midnight-ish now, I'd still be just awake until about 2 a.m. trying to get to sleep. So
are you one of those sorts that takes you ages to get to sleep in bed?
Oh hell yeah. I mean, hey, yeah, sorry, we almost made it through the entire stream. Dang it.
I'm pretty sure I said that word at least twice, and
okay.
That there's nothing wrong with that word. That's a PG word.
Fair enough then. But yeah,
and like that word only means a thing if you if one believes in that, and if one wants to, that's fine. But in this day and age, there's no reason to be sensitive about people saying the word hell casually.
That's the only treasure I've got, little one. What? You're just gonna have to sit on my shoulder for a few minutes then, aren't you? But yeah, there we go. So I think it is a good time to call it. So again, Mike, it has been wonderful having you on. Thanks for the stream.
It's been exhausting, but
welcome, Hawthorne.
Even though we built this up for a year, it was worth it, mate.
Yeah. I promise the next game that comes out, I won't leave it for a year before I actually stream it.
Since the odds of Joshua Graham doing another giveaway, I doubt Sprout would be in the next game, and even if he was, the odds I'd win it would be slim to none. But if I bought the game for you as a gift, since I've actually spent my money on it, you couldn't get away with waiting a year.
Yeah, no, I would have to. I would be oglobated, which is a word I just made up. It's a good word.
Obligated?
Oglobated. I got the B and the G the wrong way around. Actually, that's the point. Over the mic, it probably sounded fine. Damn it. Go on, there you go, little sis. But yeah, so yeah, good stream You too. Was fun. Thank you very much, Bridal. And yeah, I hope you all had a good time. And
bye, everybody.
I am glad that so many of you were able to make it. Bye, Dr. Nick.
We were averaging about 8 or 9 people for most of the stream.
Yeah. But yeah, well, I'll put the VOD onto YouTube. I'll export it straight from, because my recording of
Twitch.
it. Yeah, straight from Twitch. Actually, no, I might download it and cut out some of the earlier ones, because my recordings won't have me in the corner here or the overlays or anything like that. It'll just be
the game footage.
The game footage. So what I'll do is I'll download that from Twitch, trim the start off, and upload the VOD to YouTube. I'll probably just export the whole VOD anyway for now.
Well, I mean, don't just look at the start at the end. There was still a few periods throughout where we were still trying to figure out the settings. You can maybe splice a transition into some of them.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll see though. Because if needs be, people can just jump forward a couple of minutes.
3.5 hours. I would reckon you could probably shave this down to barely 3 hours by cutting out the really unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, so I'm going to be back again on, what is it? It's
Friday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so I'm going to be back again on Friday. Little sis, you want to go home?
Resident Evil, I'm guessing. Again. Back to Resident Evil.
I'm actually thinking back to Scrap Mechanic.
Okay, that was a fun one. You were enjoying that, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, it'll be either Resident Evil 4 or Scrap Mechanic. Probably, unless I get something else that I really, really want to play in the meantime. But either way, back on Friday. So, yeah, thank you everybody for coming along. I do hope you all had a good time. And until next time, everybody be careful, be safe, and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Careful now.
Down with this sort of thing.